This is Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers. The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Peerless Boilers, Safety Insurance, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From UBS Arena in Elmont, New York, it's Boston Bruins hockey as tonight the Bruins hit the road for their second game in as many nights as they take on for the first time this year the New York Islanders. As we welcome you into the broadcast alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Bruins last night outshot Vancouver 32-15. Shot attempts were even more lopsided than that, 72-31. But despite all those shots and all those attempts, the Bruins came up empty on the scoreboard, shut out 2-0 by the Canucks. And despite that number of scoring chances last night, Joe Sacco's team now has a combined 8 goals in their last 6 games.
I thought we had some. I thought we had more than they did. We did a really good job defending in front of the goaltender again. We limited their chances. I can recall some that, we had one at the end. It hits Marshy when we have the pulled goaltender. Lindy has the puck right on his stick. And I remember Pav had a grade A in the slot on the power play off the rush. So, maybe not enough, but when we do, we just have to start varying our chances. I think that we're giving ourselves a chance to compete in games now. The guys are defending hard, like I mentioned before, but offensively, we have to get some guys going and find their scoring touch.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple right now, right? This is what they're looking for. They're trying to solve some issues up front for themselves. And Joe Sacco even went as far as to say today that after watching the tape, he thought that his team actually did generate plenty of scoring chances. And I tend to agree with him. I mean, there's some grade A scoring chances. I mean, Pasternak's in alone, and then they have an open net. And they can't, with Lankinen out of the net, because it was the beginning of the period, he kind of slid out of the net, and you still have an open net. You got everybody jamming away, they can't put it home. I thought they got some bad breaks yesterday, but at some point, it's not about bad breaks. Some point, it's about getting the job done. Now it's starting to become a pattern. It's been a pattern most of the season. So, and the power play can be a big help to that. And it's strange. You've got a team. You mentioned somebody was mentioning the lack of goal scoring in the third period for the Bruins, especially on home ice. Well, the New York Islanders give up the most goals in the league in the third period.
Right.
So that's a good remedy, maybe. They're statistically speaking, their penalty kill's awful.
Right.
Based on the numbers. So maybe it's a big night for the Bruins power play, and they can kind of break out of this thing and get themselves going with a few goals without sacrificing on the back end as well.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, they've been a heck of a lot better here in the last several games, but the scoring slump is kind of the story, and Joe Sacco talked more about what they need to do to break out of that.
Well, I think it starts with execution. I'm sure I would imagine some of the guys don't have the confidence that they've had in the past, but for us and as a staff, we got to make sure that it starts in practice with our guys and the details and, good habits in practice when we have opportunities to score. We've got to make sure that those guys are bearing down, and hopefully that carries over into the games for them. But, I'm sure they're frustrated, but we can't let that settle in on us. The guys need to just dig in and, like I said, bear down. We're gonna flip it quick here. We got another one tomorrow night, so we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, just get a little. I think it's just about getting a little hungrier, getting a little grittier, a little hungrier. And it's been there at times for them, but they've been snake bitten. There's no question. And the guys that you expect to score aren't scoring, and that's the bigger problem, right? I mean, there's certain guys that you don't really expect to have big seasons goal scoring wise, but they've dried up as well. So it's been kind of a combination. Guys who had career years last year in terms of goal scoring, in terms of points, have been slow out of the gate these first 20, 22 games here. So that's an area where they really got to start pushing the pace, and the back end can help that as well. When you make a good play from the blue line to get that puck through, shooting, as we talked about yesterday a lot, shooting with a purpose, not just throwing the puck mindlessly on net where a goaltender going to make the save and cover it up. I mean, throw some pucks in there to create some chaos around the front of the net and get some rebound chances, get some screens, get some tips. And those are the type of things I think they're looking for right now, and they have to get moving on a bit more. And the power play, again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but the power play is just that's killing them right now, because if the power play is just middle of the pack, the other scoring will come along as well. So it's, you gain a little confidence with some of the power play goals. Right now, everybody's kind of squeezing their stick, or at least it seems that way.
Yeah, they were held without a power play goal last night for the first time in 4 games. Meanwhile, from the players' perspective, they're trying to find a way to find the back of the net. Charlie McAvoy says, got to keep the faith.
You have to believe that. You have to. I don't the dam's going to break at some point. Just hope it's soon. We just got to keep playing the right way. We're stressing defense in here, and we're doing a great job of it. And I think it has helped our offensive game. We just can't score.
Yeah, and like I said, the defense can help there. Like McAvoy, he can push the pace, and he was involved yesterday trying to get going offensively. Lorai's certainly a guy that's capable of doing all of that from the back end. Zadorov can provide some of that. He's working on being under control defensively, but he can add something offensively. He generally gets those shots through, or at least close to it. I think that they can be a little bit more creative around the front of the net as well. If you're a forward, present your stick wide, so you can get a couple of tips. If guys are coming out in the shooting lane, you got to take that shot off net, and you're looking for tips that way. But you got to also get a little greasy down there around the front of the net. So you're looking for a little bit of that. I mean, look at Jake DeBrusco yesterday, right? I mean, you get two bodies, two Canuck players right in front of the net. And it goes off of Garland and right over to DeBrusque, and he's able to chip it home. And that type of break the Bruins could definitely use, especially not only on the power play but 5-on-5. But you got to also make your own breaks, and that's where they've got to come in. I think this is an Islander team that you can get to a little bit defensively. They're strong in net. I mean, but that's an area I think that you can try to get to, especially with a couple guys, their best defenseman out of the lineup in Pelech, out injured here. So that's an area that you try to exploit.
Yeah, they're dealing with several important injuries right now. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up. Tonight's lineup for the Bruins, we'll see Jonas Korpisalo taking over in goal after Jeremy Swayman played last night. Joe Sacco also going to insert Tyler Johnson back in the lineup today in place of Mark McLaughlin. Well, coming up here on our Bruins pregame show, we'll go around the NHL, including Austin Matthews getting closer to a return in Toronto.
I mean, I felt really good, but might need maybe 1 or 2 to really get my legs and lungs back under me.
We'll hear more from Bruins interim head coach Joe Sacco.
We're trying not to focus on talking about too much, the goal scoring or the lack thereof. I think if you start worrying about that, it takes away from the other parts of your game.
And up next, a closer look at tonight's opponent, the New York Islanders.
Left point, Edmondson takes the wrist shot. They score! I believe Lucas Raymond deflected it home in front, and the Red Wings have their first lead of the night.
That's all coming up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Jew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future ready as their single source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
They drop the puck at center, the horn sounds, and the Detroit Red Wings sweep the season series from the New York Islanders. They win it 4-2 tonight on the strength of a 3-goal third period.
Back here in New York, Bruins and the Islanders coming up, first meeting of the year. The Islanders coming in with just 2 wins over their last 8 games, including that 4-2 loss to Detroit on Monday night. A slew of overtime points at the Isles, just a game below 500 at 8-9-5 on the year. And head coach Patrick Waugh's team also having some trouble scoring, with just 9 goals in their last 5 games.
We need to continue to do exactly what we're doing. Changing won't help us, so let's keep doing what we're doing well. And I really believe that those chances will go in. I sometimes in life you have to be resilient, because if I haven't been resilient, I wouldn't be in front of you today. So I mean, we could feel sorry for ourselves, roll our sleeve, and get ready for the next game, and that's the approach we need to have.
Yeah, look, they're missing some key players, right? I already mentioned Pelech being out of their lineup, but you're also missing Matt Barzal, who's probably their best forward. I mean, certainly the most dynamic forward. They can get goals. Guys like Nelson and Lee can score goals in some other ways around the front of the net, and you got Palmieri who can score as well, good shooter. But the missing Barzal just takes a huge chunk out of their lineup. It puts a lot more pressure on the defensive side of the puck, and it puts a lot more pressure on their goaltenders. And that's why I think the Bruins can try to go after them in some of those areas. But you mentioned that they've lost 5 times in the extra session, 4 times in overtime, once in a shootout.
Right.
They've had a lot of 1-goal games. Their games are close. They're generally low scoring. They're right around the 500 mark. They win one, they lose one. It's just, that's kind of the way it's gone for them a lot of this season. They've gone through a couple of little streaks where they put a couple wins together or had a couple of losses together. But, you're not sure. I think when you look at them, you're not sure what they are. I guess you'd say the same for the Bruins right now, but I think they're starting to forge that identity in terms of the defensive side of the puck. But I think with the Islanders, I still think that they're trying to figure out exactly what they are and how to be successful.
Well, they're trying to get back to the 500 mark if they can get a win tonight, and their captain, Anders Lee, said there's some things they need to clean up in order to do that.
Yeah, I think our mistakes are costing us goals. I don't think it's the way the game's going right now. Our mistakes aren't, we're not getting away with anything. You know what I mean? Like, we're not getting away with not getting the puck out or, a turnover, whatever it is. We're just not getting away with it. It's biting us.
Well, one of the things that's really hurting them is their overall special teams, much like the Bruins. Overall, 31st in the NHL on the power play. Only one team worse. That's the Bruins. They're 32nd. And on the penalty kill, the New York Islanders, 31st in the NHL. And worst on the penalty kill on home ice. Only killing 52% of power plays against them on home ice. But they've only been shorthanded 19 times on home ice. They don't take a lot of penalties.
Yeah, that is the trick.
So you better try to take advantage when you get the opportunity against them. But it's not a good combination that they're running right now. And, much same can be said for the Bruins. They're not that that much different than the Islanders in terms of the special teams. The penalty killing has been much better for the Bruins lately.
In 22 games this year, the Islanders have been shorthanded 47 times. In 23 games, the Bruins have been shorthanded 88 times, almost double what the Islanders have taken in penalties so far. Well, we're counting you down to Bruins and the Islanders here on this Thanksgiving Eve. Nick Cattles will give us a check of Sports Hub headlines when we come back here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Bees getting ready for the Islanders in New York at UBS Arena tonight. Jonas Korpisalo gets the start. Puck drops at 7:30. Stay right here for the call with Ryan Johnson and Bob Beers. Patriots injury report is out for the Colts game coming up this weekend. Team did not have a single DNP on that report. However, Pats did have 15 players listed, including 13 of those limited. Names that were limited included Christian Barmore, Jabril Peppers, Cole Strange, and Dietrich Wise. Christian Gonzalez, by the way, was a full participant. Looks like that hip issue is behind him. For the Colts, head coach Shane Steichen told the media today that wide receiver Josh Downs is a long shot to play Sunday, while wide receiver Alec Pierce was a DNP today due to a foot ailment. Sticking with the NFL, former Giants quarterback Daniel Jones has signed a one-year deal with the Vikings. And finally, Bob Nightingale is reporting that the Red Sox, after losing out on Blake Snell to the Dodgers, are focused on signing free agent left-handed starter Max Fried. Headlines are brought to you by our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. I'm Nick Cattles on 985 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer. Ryan Johnson, Bob Beers return next.
Hey, it's Maz. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenheiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenheiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenheiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Bruins and Islanders coming up. Time to go around the NHL. Everyone except Edmonton and Utah in action on this Thanksgiving Eve, including a few games already underway. The Wild just jumped out to a 1-0 lead in Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's won 3 in a row. Tage Thompson was back in the lineup here today for the Sabres.
Jim Montgomery trying to make it 2 wins in a row as head coach of the Blues as they visit the Devils.
Here's Bush Davis to Thomas. Shoots. He scores. 9 seconds in. Robert Thomas. What a start for the Blues, and they lead 1-0.
They desperately need Robert Thomas back in the lineup. He's missed long term, but back a little earlier than expected. St. Louis up 1-0 now. About 14 minutes left in the first period.
All kinds of trade rumors swirling around the Rangers as they go to Carolina tonight. Hurricanes to a 1-0 lead.
Carolina wins it back. Orlov hands it off. Natchez out high, diagonally down low. They score. It is Drury from a sharp angle.
Yeah, the Rangers have lost 3 in a row. Doesn't get any easier tonight against Carolina. Marty Natchez off to a great start for Carolina. Tied for the league lead in points. For the New York Rangers, you had 2 names being thrown around, or Jacob Trouba, their captain, and Chris Kreider. So 2 very big profile names. Trouba's name came up in the offseason a few times for Kreider, though. First time I've heard his name in trade rumors, but it seems to be gaining some traction.
7:30 starts out in Detroit. Red Wings will host the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, Calgary is surprising 12-7-3 to start the season.
Capitals visit the Lightning. Game number 900 behind the bench for Tampa's John Cooper.
900. That's, I don't even know what to say. To be in the same organization for all 900 is kind of a testament to the ownership and management that they've let me stick around this long, and the players aren't sick of me yet.
Some nights they might be. Washington 14-6-1. That's their opponent here today. So a good game in Tampa. How about Anthony Cirelli? A 6-game goal streak for him. Looking to make it 7 here tonight.
2 cups and 2 other trips to the finals will help keep you around,
that
too. Florida Panthers have lost 6 out of 7. They host Toronto, and Austin Matthews not back to game yet, but he is practicing.
I mean, I felt really good, but, might need maybe 1 or 2 to really get my legs and lungs back under me. But, we'll just kind of see how I respond today and, take it and see what happens tomorrow.
Toronto's played well. They've won 4 in a row without Matthews in their lineup, and Florida's lost 4 in a row.
Among the other games tonight, Vancouver visiting Pittsburgh. Columbus will host Montreal. Philadelphia is in Nashville, and a slew of games coming up later tonight as well. Bruins and the Islanders coming up here in New York. We'll talk with Bruins interim head coach Joe Sacco next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven with a versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Maz. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenheiser Home Services' Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenheiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenheiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Our pregame interview with Joe Sacco is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Joe, as you prepare to take on the New York Islanders here today, I mean, quick turnaround after the game yesterday, and schedule's condensed a little bit here for you, but obviously the defensive side of the game was really strong against Vancouver Canucks. How do you kind of guard against some of the maybe frustration that may set in the goal scoring department?
Yeah, I don't think you can worry about that, especially for our group, something that we're trying not to focus on talking about too much, the goal scoring or the lack thereof. I think if you start worrying about that, it takes away from the other parts of your game, things that we're doing well, that we're having success with right now. And like I said before, I think there's enough guys in there that once they find a goal, they're going to start to come in a little bit more. They'll come in bunches for some of the guys, maybe not for all our guys, but just focus on what you can control. Like if you're a physical player, make sure you're going home finishing your checks. Make sure you're responsible defensively. Be good on the forecheck, and then you'll see. I think stick with that process. The outcome will take care of itself.
Is there anything from a strategic standpoint, offensively in that offensive zone, whether it's getting the D more involved, more active, whether it's getting off to the side of the net, having bodies in front, those types of things? What are you guys? I know you're trying not to talk a lot about it, but between you and I,
right? No, I think we're trying to establish more of a shot mentality with our group. And I think it starts on the back end, when we're in their offensive zone there, trying to get it low to high. And we want to get two forwards on the inside. We did a good job of that last night at times. We took the goaltender's eyes away. I'd like to see us be a little bit more consistent in that department. But I talk about, or we talk about as a staff, we call it playing off the shot more. So we want to look to shoot more, whether it's off entries, whether it's from the point, whether it's, you have a chance on a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2. Like, play off the shot. Let's try to get some rebounds. You may even grab a 2-for-1. So it's just more of a shot mentality. And we're not talking about just shooting from everywhere, because that can be, that could have a reverse effect, right? So it's just about putting the puck on net more, a little bit more of a direct game.
When your power play is on its game, I know you guys have struggled this year, but when your power play is on its game, what does it look like?
Quick puck movement, support, and it also looks like what we're talking about, 5-on-5 pucks to the net. It can't be perimeter. Like speaking from the other end on the kill, the toughest power plays to kill are the ones that get inside and they're funneling pucks to the slot. They're funneling it to the net front because it creates chaos and then it breaks down the kill. Guys are looking for pucks. They don't know where to go. You run out of position. So I think our power play is at its best when it's direct. Pucks get into the slot. and the same thing, try to kind of break down the kill, shrink the kill a little bit more.
Got the Islanders here today. What sorts of issues do they may present for you, especially the first full year under Patrick Waugh?
Well, they seem to be more of an offensive team this year, especially in the offensive zone. They look to be running some different schemes in the offensive zone, a little bit more creative than we've seen in the past, probably. They used to have more of a shot mentality, it seemed like, a lot of D1 pounds from the top, but they seem to be running some more different concepts in the offensive zone. So we're going to have to make sure that we're still doing a good job defensively, protecting the middle of the ice first, keeping things to the outside. So that's going to be, I think, one of the keys for us here tonight.
The last question for you, they're man-on-man defensively. Do you change anything with that man-on-man philosophy?
Not really. I think man-on-man comes down to, obviously beating your check one-on-one, but also, if you can get subtle picks here and there from your teammates, because they are playing man-to-man, there's not that layers that we have sometimes in our defensive zone. But so it's about really outworking the guy that's defending you one-on-one, trying to create some subtle picks, and getting to the net. As soon as you beat your guy, you should be having an angle to the net in the offensive zone.
Appreciate it, Joe. Good luck here tonight.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
That's Coach Joe Sacco. Bruins Islanders are next.
But time will run out, and the Bruins get shut out here on home ice by the Vancouver Canucks. It is the fourth time the Bruins have come up empty offensively this year in 23 games.
In the 3 games since Joe Sacco took over as interim head coach, the Bruins have scored only 3 goals. And while Charlie McAvoy has been frustrated with the lack of production, he still believes his team is playing well.
Obviously, I'm frustrated, but we're right back at it tomorrow, and we're playing good defensively. We're playing a good style of hockey right now. I just love to see us break through and see pucks start going in at a higher clip.
The Bruins have a chance to get right back at it tonight as they come to New York to take on the Islanders. It's coming up next.
Boston Bruins hockey is driven by the stylish Honda Accord, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. David Pasternak wins the series for the Bruins. The rebound to Trent Frederick, and the Bruins are back in front by 2.
The Bruins are brought to you by VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Coors Banquet, your New England Ford dealers, Live Nation, Safety Insurance, Peerless Boilers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Town Fair Tire, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Charles D. Sheehy, your Boston area Nissan dealers, Dairy Queen, Bosch Tools, Hub International New England, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put it in. His 100-point backhand score, a penalty shot for Raymond Bourque.
David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron! And the Bruins win the series!
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From UBS Arena in Elmont, New York, it's the Bruins and the New York Islanders getting ready to hit the ice. Alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. We just heard Joe Sacco say, and I don't like to talk too much about the scoring woes, but we have to talk about the scoring woes. What's the difference between getting scoring chances tonight and filling the back of the net?
Just can't be denied. We talked about their defensive side of the puck and how they're not going to have any success until they start taking pride in the way that they defend and the way that they play defensively. Well, they've taken that to heart, and they've done a nice job of that. Now they're not going to have success moving forward if you don't take some pride in that offensive end to get to the front of the net, to get some greasy goals, to get yourself on the board. It's happening a little bit. They had some good opportunities yesterday. There's no questioning that. But now it's a matter of getting the result. And whether it's the man advantage or whether it's 5-on-5, they got to make sure that they continue to funnel pucks towards that net, especially with bodies around it. Lankinen played well. They're going to face another good goaltender here today in Sorokin, one of the best in the league when he's on his game. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy task. And you might have to win another, low-scoring game, and that's okay. But you cannot sacrifice the defensive side. I can hear people right now, now they can't score. Well, no, when they were losing games before, they couldn't defend or score. Now they got the defending part down. Now they got to find a way to get it done in the offensive end.
And we talked about last night, you have to stay patient as well. Don't give away too much defensively in order to generate that extra
Don't
offense.
cheat. Don't take shortcuts.
Keys to the game brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. We'll have the opening face-off next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281-287 and MR283-065.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do.
Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. 40% alcohol. William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Before we get to puck drop, let's go to get our national anthem.
What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Getting set for the opening face-off here between the Bruins and the Islanders. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. In goal for the New York Islanders is Ilya Sorokin. On defense, the pairing of Dennis Cholowski and Scott Mayfield. And up front, Max Siplikov, Brock Nelson, and Kyle Palmieri. For the Bruins, Jonas Korpisalo gets the start in goal. Mason Lohrei and Charlie McAvoy, your defensemen. And up front, Trent Frederick, Charlie Coyle, and Tyler Johnson. The starting lineups are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now through the end of the year, all DraftKings customers will get a special daily promo every single day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub to take advantage. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Ian Roos of Foxborough, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Ian will win a pair of tickets for a future Bruins game, courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 98.5thesportshub.com. Bruins in the road, white helmets and sweaters, black numbers, gold trim, black pants. The Islanders at home in blue from head to toe with white numbers, orange trim. And they will control the puck first, dumped into the Bruins zone down to our right by Pajot. In the far corner, Siplikov took a hit from McAvoy. Lori pushed it back toward that corner, bounced off of McAvoy and off the official, it looked like, and played on the near side. Lori will push it up the wall to Frederick. Steps outside the Boston blue line. Can't get it moving forward. It'll come to Tyler Johnson now, and he will, from the red line, try to dump it in. Redirected up and over the head of Ilya Sorokin and over the back glass, out of play.
Yeah, this, yesterday's game, right? We went a while without a shot on goal. And then the Bruins, I think they only gave up 3 in that first period. Canucks went, 8 or 9 minutes at the end of the period without a shot. And just took a break for them, a good break for them on the power play in the second period. We'll see if this game has a little bit more spark. But the Bruins, a lot of hockey being played by the Bruins and the back-to-back situation for them.
Puck to be sent into the Bruins zone, but deflects out of play into the bench instead.
Short flight down here. The flight down probably took shorter than it took for us to get from the hotel to the arena today.
That's not an exaggeration.
It's not.
And the hotel is less than 10 miles from the arena here. Took us about 50 minutes to go door to door. And the flight down, I think you're right, was maybe a shade under that. Getting in late last night, early this morning, after the Bruins loss at home last night. Puck in the attack zone here for Boston. Zadorov from the left point will fire a shot in on goal, up high on Sorokin, and he cradles that for the whistle.
Yeah, and that one, that's where I'd like to see that shot down. It's an easy save for Sorokin because he doesn't have to control a rebound. It's into his midsection. I know he's trying to take a one-timer. He has some bodies down there, but no one's able to rotate to the front of the net, so it's a pretty routine save for Sorokin, and then you get the whistle.
Yeah, you're talking about shooting it into the pads, right?
Yes.
Make him kick that puck out there.
Well, you get a possibility of it anyhow.
Right. Here's Lindholm getting it to Marchand, who scores on the one-timer. Lindholm winning the face-off right to the inside of the circle to Marchand, and the captain gives them a 1-0 lead.
Well, Lindholm wins this clean off of Cizikas. Face up in the left wing circle. And the Islanders were trying to get out to block that shot. Marchand just rips it. Trying to see who that was. It was trying to get out to block that shot. And might have been Isaiah George. They fired it through the defenseman. And Marchand located top of the circle. Or, that's a clean face-off win. You could see Cizikas just dejected or upset with himself for allowing that face-off to run so clean.
7th goal of the season for Brad Marchand. Bruins to an early 1-0 lead. Just over a minute gone in this first period. Here's Brazo tapping one on out into the neutral ice. Arlo going to gain the attack zone. Offside. He throws one to the net, but on the pads.
Yes.
And there was a rebound there if the play didn't get blown dead.
Yeah, I mean, and you got two bodies barreling to the net. You got Marchand on one side, and you got Brazo in the middle. If you're going to take that shot from there, you're not looking to score. Great if it goes in, but you're not looking to score there.
That goal for the Bruins here in the early going, just the 14th first period goal allowed by the Islanders in 23 games this year. They have similar numbers, almost exactly the same numbers in the second period. But the third period has been, you mentioned, ugly. 33 goals against. Off the far boards, rather, Carlo misfired on a one-time attempt, and the Islanders will skate it forward with Matt Martin playing it down the near right wing boards. Carlo sent it around the far side. Beecher will float one out into the neutral zone, and controlled here by the Islanders. Off the near wall, Wotherspoon a takeaway at the red line. He'll carry it into the Islanders zone, left wing circle. Send it around behind the net.
I kind of fanned on that shot there.
Now Geeky along the end boards. Up against Noah Dobson. Puck comes free to Martin. And it'll be played over for Mayfield. Out through the neutral ice, but right over to the Bruins as the Islanders were getting some changes on. Anders Lee, David Pasternak along the near side boards in the neutral zone. It comes back to Wotherspoon just inside the Boston line. Pass to Zaka, gets him on into the attack zone, gets it off to the right circle, and the shot by Geeky. Save made by Sorokin. Islanders will clear the rebound, and out through neutral ice. A redirected pass intended for Horvat goes over the near glass.
Good hustle by Lohrei to get back there. Another good chance for Geekie. Geekie had a couple good opportunities last night, including that one in the first period where the puck went off the linesman. And Zacha, he didn't get it over to the right wing cleanly, but it eventually got there. And the shot taken by Geekie, and Zacha had a whack at the rebound as the puck popped right up in the air and into the crease area.
Face-off pulled in front of the Bruins bench. Back into the zone for McAvoy. He'll send it up to Johnson, and deep it goes. Frederick will get in there on the forecheck. Puck comes around the near circle and sent out of the zone for Horvat, but he can't catch up with it. Coyle near the Boston blue line. Finds McAvoy coming through neutral ice. Pass for Johnson missed, and the Islanders try to come back quickly. A centering pass as Anders Lee was coming down the middle, but angled off into the corner by McAvoy. Off the far wall, it'll come back to the point, now to the near side for Pulick. Center blue line, shot by George. Redirected wide of Korpisalo. Bruins will get it out of the zone. They'll get some changes going here as Frederick chases up ice. It'll come back toward the Boston zone. And Zadorov pass ahead for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm plays it deep, goes to get it himself. Gets a stick on it. In the far corner, Siplikov regains for New York. Just over 3.5 minutes into this first period.
Puck rolled right on net. He had to be alert there. That puck misplayed a little bit by the Islanders defense. And Romanov back in the lineup should help them on that back end, but they're still missing Pelech.
Elias Lindholm, the lone assist in the Brad Marchand goal in 57 seconds. Winning that face-off. He's going to take a face-off here in the other circle to our left on the far side. Puck comes out of the zone. Marchand will regain in the neutral ice. Onto the near side for Zadorov. He wraps it around the boards toward the far side. Played up the wall. Palmieri helped it out of the zone. Siplikov will lift it into the Boston end. Zadorov goes to get it in the near corner just ahead of Nelson. Comes back toward the near side, and Siplikov with it on his forehand. Back to Mayfield at the point. Sends it over to the far side for Cholowski, and his shot gobbled up by Korpisalo.
Nelson trying to get to the front of the net. He's pretty good in that area. Had a half step on Peak trying to get to the front of the net, but not there in time to take Korpisalo's eyes away.
Have a winner in our New England Ford First Five contest. Ian Ruiz of Foxborough wins a pair of tickets to the future Bruins game, courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Face off in the Boston zone here for Mark Kastelik. Kastelik, Koepke, Beecher line together once again tonight. Islanders control the draw. A high shot in on Korpisalo. Took it off the shoulder as Wahlstrom let one fly. Koepke will push it up the left wing side. Here's Beecher down the left circle. Centering pass and directed. That catch the outside of the post as Sorokin came sliding to his left.
Kastelik with the chance. Just good hustle by Beecher, using that speed without the puck to get there first and then make that hard pass across.
Wotherspoon in the neutral ice. Will play it into the New York end. Right there is Mayfield. Pass one across and comes right back from Cholowski. Directed into the Boston zone. Korpisalo stops it behind their net. Rips it around the near boards as it gets past Holmstrom and comes out into the neutral ice. Pulick back in his own zone. Pasternak helped force a turnover, as did Zacha. Here's Pasternak looking for Zacha on the left wing circle. Had to pick it up off the Karam. Plays it into the corner for Geekie. Around that goes to the far side. Pass Pasternak with McAvoy right there. Sends it back in behind the net. Geekie with it on his stick. Coming to the left wing corner. Sends it back around the far side. Pinching in McAvoy, able to keep it alive. Now Pasternak out near the blue line. Puck just gets past him. Bruins getting back on side here as Pasternak will drag it around Cizikas and now head off as part of a change as he sends it behind the New York net. Geekie took a hard tumble into the boards behind the net. Dobson with it for New York. 14:24 to go here in the first period. Horvat will sweep it past Lohrei into Boston territory. Zadorov right there. Long pass from Johnson ahead to Coyle. Coyle ends up going down as He was battling for position with Dobson. Puck goes around behind the New York net. Johnson out in front for Coyle, who was right there, but the puck got through him. And now the Islanders come back with numbers. Here's Lee sending one across. Horvat from the right circle had a shot blocked. He'll feel it back to the point now, and Mayfield's shot goes wide of Korpisalo.
Yeah, that puck wouldn't land for Coyle. He was wide open in front, but it was an aerial pass from Johnson. They've had a couple close odd man rushes here, the Islanders have. And, you know, for the Bruins, a couple of defensemen have been caught up. They're partial 2-on-1s where the Bruins have been able to get back, but that's an area that they've really cleaned up here recently.
Zadorov with a long pass ahead. Brazo can't find the handle. Coming to the net. Marchand does, and he scores. And the captain's already got two. And the Bruins have a 2-0 lead, 6.5 minutes in.
Good break here for the Bruins. This play looks like it's going to get broken up coming into the zone this time, but Marchand, I believe, was just coming right off the bench. They make this pass up right in front of the Islanders bench, and they're making a line change as well, and it allowed the Bruins to get into the zone. Brazo barrels his way. He had the first opportunity, but the puck kind of rolls off of his stick with Mayfield bothering him. Then Mayfield slides into Sorokin, takes him off his balance. And there's Marchand to pick up the garbage, coming to the net and chip it up and over top of Sorokin. They're going to challenge for, or a timeout maybe by Patrick. Yep.
Yeah, Patrick Waugh calls for timeout here with 13:29 to go in the first period, and his team down 2 goals. So Marchand.
So the Islanders were making a change there, and when that pass went over to the right wing, I believe it was to Lindholm, whatever Islander player was coming out did not want to make the play on him. So this pass goes up the right wing. It would have been too many men on the ice had he made a play right there. And we're watching it on replay. I apologize. Right. And that allowed, that was Brock Nelson coming on the ice on the line change. If he had played Lindholm, it would have been a too many men on the ice penalty, because the man he was changing for wasn't off the ice yet. So he avoids the contact, and that allowed the Bruins entry into the zone.
Marchand with 2 goals here in the first period, 8 on the year. Numbers 408 and 409 for his career as the puck goes around behind the net. Marchand tonight taking over 4th place, Bruins all-time list of games played in a Boston uniform. 1,053, passing Don Sweeney. Puck lifted in the neutral zone. Lindholm will chase it up the left wing side, drops it off to Marchand on the left circle. Gives back to Lindholm out of the left corner. Wotherspoon at the point near side. Now to Lindholm, bounced off his stick, and the Islanders will get it cleared. Holmstrom pivots back into his own zone, pressured by Koepke. 12:45 to play in the first period, and the Bruins with 2 goals in the early going. Down into the left wing corner, it comes into the Bruins zone. Lorei tried to backhand it around the wall. It was taken away by Siplikov. Siplikov from the far circle. Shot was blocked in behind the net. Lorei lost it. Nelson tries a stuffer near post. Korpisalo a save. Beecher took a hack at it, but Dobson held his ground against the boards. Lorei will send it around for McAvoy. Pastelik knocking it off the wall, but can't get it moving out of the zone, and it bounces in front to Siplikov, whose backhander goes over the crossbar. Bruins get it out.
Yeah, a bit of a tough shift that time for Mason Lorei. Shake it off. Long game.
Pastelik from just inside the red line will dump it around behind Sorokin, who stops it back there. Pasternak sneaks in there and grabs it, brings it around to the near circle, and fires, forcing Sorokin to make a save up against the near post.
They have caught the outside of the post.
Out through neutral ice it comes, and Horvat racing toward the Boston zone. Here's Pajot on the near boards. Freed up by Pete, but Lee has it back. Lee gives it across to the far side, and a shot wide by Shalosky. Now Mayfield throws one toward the net. That gets blocked near circle, and it'll be lifted out by Zadorov, and will... Oh, come on!
He stopped skating.
Oh, did they call this a high stick instead of an icing?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. The faceoff's going to come in the Islanders'
It
zone.
makes more sense now.
Holy cow, I thought that would have been really stretching it to get an icing. Bruins have a 2-0 lead, 11:14 to go here in the first period on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Brad Marchand's goal at 57 seconds, assisted by Elias Lindholm. It's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Just go to gcenighttrain.com to order. Lindholm and Justin Brazo assisting on Marchand's second of the period at 6:31 as well. Face off in the offensive zone here for Lindholm. Wins it toward Brazo and Marchand. Played over toward McAvoy just inside the blue line. He shot it back down toward the corner.
And Marchand actually now has the last 3 goals scored by the Bruins. He had the game winner in Detroit.
Right. As Brazo backhands one toward the front of the net. Zizekas on the near boards. They'll play it out neutral ice. Holmstrom sends it around to the end wall in the Boston zone. McAvoy and Lorai in there after it for the Bruins. 3 men aside, all with their sticks in that scrum. Lorai will come away with it, backhanded along to McAvoy. And from the far circle, he passes out to neutral ice to Marchand. Tipped on into the New York zone. Bruins getting some changes on as the Islanders will send it deep with Dobson dumping it in and then heading off for a change of their own. 10:20 to play here in the period. Carlo to Coyle through neutral ice. Coyle drags his way into the New York zone, shoots it up off the back glass, and Tyler Johnson crashing toward the side of the net there. Mayfield will send one all the way across the ice, trying to bank one ahead for Nelson. That was taken away. Bruins lose the handle on it in the neutral ice, but Frederick regains, and Wotherspoon's got it now. From the red line, he dumps in. Sorokin watches as it wraps around the far side. Cholowski took a hit in the far corner from Frederick. Near side wall, it'll be Mayfield now to lob it back out through neutral ice with a little backspin on it. Stops near the Boston blue line. Peak's pass picked off at center ice here. Horvat up the left wing side. A centering pass for Pajot is denied by Peak off his skate. Beecher working his way back into the Islanders zone now in the left wing corner. 9:24 to go in the first period. Bruins up by a pair. Bullock played it up the boards, but not out. Shot back across the ice into the near corner. It angles out toward the blue line, and Islanders will get it out of the zone. Zadorov a takeaway near the Boston blue line. Koepke sends around behind Korpisalo. He's faced 3 shots in the first 11 minutes. Bruins have 5 on Sorokin. 2 of them have gone in. Peak passes left for Pasternak in the neutral zone. Deep into the Islanders zone it goes. Sent around hard to the far side by Romanov. Kept in by McAvoy. Comes back around near side for Pasternak in the corner. Chipping at it against Dobson. To the top of the face-off circle. Grabbed and brought out of the zone. And now a dump in by Romanov in the near corner. Lorai takes a hit. Moves the puck around to the far side. Geekie has some space as he brings it out to his zone blue line, to the red line, and now backhands deep and then gets tripped up. Don't see an arm in the air.
They don't take penalties.
That's right. Back in their own zone here. Mayfield for the Islanders. He just sends it out toward the red line, taken there by Brazo, and he'll get it back in deep in the near corner. Brazo in after it along with Lindholm. Puck came toward the net, taken away by Mayfield. Martin will move it ahead along the left wing boards.
But going to allow Mayfield to get off the ice. He needed a change. He turned that puck over. He had to go back and defend again.
Witherspoon. This is Elias Lindholm in the neutral ice. Wave off and icing.
Late wave off. This is said Sorokin made a move.
Not sure. Puck off the near boards, and Witherspoon will take it from there. From his own blue line. Pass to Tyler Johnson along the near boards. Coyle trying to get it back toward Johnson, but hit Pulick in the leg. He'll come back toward the Boston zone on the stick of Siplikov. Drags it toward the high slot. Shot smothered. Ends up going off the backboards. Trying to get it out in front was Palmieri, but that was denied. Now off the far boards. Here's a chance for Siplikov, and he scores on the backhand in front. Just able to squeak it underneath Korpisalo, and the Islanders cut the lead in half.
Siplikov is pretty elusive in the first few shifts that we've seen him live. A couple of nice plays in that offensive end. He's going to get rewarded for it here. One, I think that Korpisalo would like to have back. So Witherspoon has the puck. He tries to go up the boards with it. It gets picked off. It's kind of a soft clear. And just a quick turnaround backhand by Siplikov from right in front of the net. And it just kind of fools him. Zadorov reaches in, but is not able to knock the puck away. But that's a turnover by Witherspoon that he'd like to have back. He's trying to go indirect off the wall, up the right wing side, and it's picked off. And this one squeaks between the legs there of Korpisalo.
Max Siplikov.
Third goal and 12th point for him.
Yeah, third goal. He's a free agent who came over from the KHL over in his homeland of Russia. Off the near boards inside the Bruins zone. Beecher will break the Bruins out here. Kastelik cutting it back to him, turned over. He sent up the near boards for Martin. It's lined up and shouldered by Zadorov. Puck will come back in their direction. Kastelik passing toward the slot, and it ended up right on the stick of Wahlstrom for a great chance in front. Here's Dobson throwing one wide of the net, redirected on goal by Pajot, and Korpisalo makes the save and gets a whistle there. So we've got 6:22 to go here in the first period. The Bruins lead is now 2-1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
6:22 to go here in the first period. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
The home of the Bruins, Patriots, Revs, and Celtics. Boston's home for sports is 95 The Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
Alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Bruins have a 2-1 lead here in the first period.
2 shifts in a row, though. Turnovers, right? The last one.
Here's Horvat with a shot right off the face-off, and Korpisalo holds it.
Yeah, last one. Kaslik trying to use the middle of the ice. It's the right play to make. It just doesn't connect with his line mate Kepke there. And then the goal that was scored, Witherspoon trying to go up the boards with it. I think it was Frederick on the right wing side there. He can be better in supporting as well. He knows his defenseman's on the backhand right there, so he's not going to get a ton of leverage under some pressure, and didn't really get, give him that out. And that allowed Brock Nelson to come over, intercept the clearing attempt, and get that puck down low for Siplikov.
Lohrei gloving one down in between the circles of his own zone, passes up the left side for Geekie.
2 mistakes there, and and I think Korpisalo maybe fooled a little bit by that backhand shot.
Lohrei played it toward the far side. Zacha will help it out of the zone. Quick 2-on-1 here for Pasternak and Geekie. Pasternak across for Geekie, and he couldn't get it to his stick.
He was trying to one-touch it back for Zacha, who was coming late.
Dobson brings across the line and for Pajot from the right circle, and that one rising up off the glass. Zacha deals to Lohrei. Lohrei to Marchand. And from the blue line, dumps one in on Sorokin, who clubs it, drops it back into play. Marchand comes racing through the far circle, able to win it back, and deep it goes into the Islanders zone again. Around to the near side for Dobson. Sends ahead for Palmieri, directed into the Bruins zone, but peak right there. Zadorov passes for Marchand. Marchand carries through neutral ice, and on the left wing side, throws another one to the net. Sorokin sticks that off toward the corner. Zadorov stepping up at the blue line to try to keep in, could not. Instead, here's Nelson into the Bruins zone. Siplikov takes a shot. Korpisalo made the save. Couldn't find the rebound as they continue to scramble for it. Lindholm's got it. He'll play it up off the glass. No icing. It was touched on the way. So the Bruins are going to change.
That was 2-on-2, but Lindholm's the guy covering on that back end, and they end up getting a really good scoring chance. Bruins had a 2-on-1. With the puck on Pasternak's stick, and they didn't get a shot from it. Yeah.
Yep. Puck will come back into Boston territory. Korpisalo near corner. Witherspoon gives it for Coyle. Coyle's pass is behind Tyler Johnson. Angles down into the New York zone, but not far enough for an icing. Frederick gets in on the forecheck against Cholowski. 4:10 to play here in the period. 2-1 Bruins have the lead. They come around behind the Islanders' net. Toward the far side. Up into neutral ice. Martin turned back by Carlo. Back behind the Islander net is Mayfield. So they start from left to right. Puck dumped in behind Korpisalo. He'll come out, stop it, backhands it around toward the far side. McAvoy racing over there to get in front of Wallstrom. A centering pass comes right through the slot, and they will trickle all the way back down into Islander territory. Puck squirts through Martin along the far side. That will go the length of the ice. No icing once again as Lohrei gets back deep behind the Bruins net to play it. Out into neutral ice in traffic. Pasternak has a pass redirect right to Geekie. Geekie brings it into the Islanders zone. Hands to Zacha. Left circle. Kicked away by Sorokin.
He was looking backdoor for Pasternak.
Through the Boston blue line comes Dobson. Then he's knocked off the puck. It'll come to Zadorov in the near corner. Rolling puck as he's up against Pajot. In the near corner, Zacha plays into the middle for Peak. Peak back to the left side for Pasternak. Pasternak from the blue line bounces one in just wide of Sorokin. It'll come back to Pasternak now in the left wing corner. Throws it toward the net. Angled off into the corner, and Peak from a wide angle throws one toward the net. Geekie was in front there as well. Zacha tied up in the corner by Romanov. Here's Pasternak, far circle. Send it across for Zadorov. Let it pick it up off the near boards. Back behind the net it goes. Dobson kept it moving toward the far side. Bounces onto the stick of Pasternak, the end of the shift. And Zacha will head to the bench. Zadorov now out of the red line with the puck, and he'll dump it back into Islanders territory with 2:10 to go in the period. Behind the net, Polak will play it up through the neutral zone and into Boston territory. Carlo first man to it. Witherspoon tried to hammer it around the boards, and it got blocked, but Marchand will help it out. Isaiah George back for the Islanders. Near side wall. Marchand a takeaway. Gets it to Carlos, center of the blue line. Throws one to the net. Sorokin makes the save and is able to get that covered up. Got a minute 41 to go here in the first period. Brad Marchand, a pair of goals, has the Bruins on top 2-1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
TD Bank Mini 1-on-1 is back. Youth hockey organizations will be competing in a 3-on-3 cross-ice competition December 20th at TD Garden in collaboration with Massachusetts Hockey. Now through December 8th, you can nominate a team to compete in the tournament by visiting bostonbruins.com/TDBankMini.
Yeah, David Pastrnak coming down that right wing, and you know, you've got Bo Horvat, who's on the back check that time. Pastrnak gets the defenseman to move his stick. He makes the pass over to Geekie. And Geekie tried to one-touch a pass back into the slot for Pavel Zacha, who's coming down there. If they click on it, it's a great scoring chance, and it's a nice play. But unfortunately, a 2-on-1, partial 3-on-2 turns into no shot on goal.
Puck played into neutral ice here by the Islanders. Palmieri turned back. Brought into the Bruins zone here by Siplikov. Knocked off balance by Wari as he tried to cut toward the slot. And instead it'll be Lindholm to carry through neutral ice.
That was Siplikov who made the move on Lindholm a few shifts ago as well to get that scoring chance.
He redirects one around behind Korpisalo. Comes out and stops it. McAvoy from the far corner. Up the right side for Pastrnak. He'll work his way into the Islanders zone all by himself. Pastrnak drags it toward the slot. And it came into the crease, forcing Sorokin to make a play on it. Off the near boards, it'll come to Zadorov.
He's all by himself there.
Pastrnak, top of the right circle. Gives it back to Zadorov. He takes a shot through some traffic in front. It goes wide and kicks out of the far corner and all the way back to the Bruins zone. 43 seconds to go in the period. As the puck comes to Geekie just outside the Boston line. Zacha drops it back for Zadorov. Pete from the red line will lift one in. Knocked away by Sorokin. Off the near boards. Sent out of the zone, and up ice comes Horvat. Horvat trying to get around Wotherspoon. 18 to go in the period as they go in behind the net. Wotherspoon able to win that puck as both Horvat and Lee hit the deck. Boyle, rink wide pass, finds Wotherspoon coming up the near wall. Wotherspoon sends it all the way back across the ice, and a centering pass just missed Johnson in front. And with 2 seconds to go in the period, Horvat coming into the Boston zone, but won't get a shot off before the horn sounds to end the first period. So 2 early goals by Brad Marchand. Max Siplikov able to get the Islanders on the board, but it's 2-1 Bruins at the end of one. We'll be back with more from the UBS Arena coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281287 and MR283065.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden, here to talk about Prize Picks. Run your game as the basketball season ramps up with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Bruins have a 2-1 lead over the New York Islanders after one period of play here in Elmont, New York. And, of course, this weekend's a big one at TD Garden. Bruins will be celebrating their 100th birthday on Sunday afternoon when they take on the Montreal Canadiens. And our flagship station across the network here, 98.5 The Sports Hub, is going to be featuring a look back at the historic rivalry between the Bees and the Habs this Saturday night at 7 p.m. And as a preview, let's take a look back at their memorable 2011 playoff series.
And the Bruins hearing it from the home crowd. In the opener of this best-of-7 series, that's it. They're shut out on home ice as Canadians take it by a final of 2-0. They'll feed it out to center. Well, the boos raining down in the Garden as Gill is knocked down to the Montreal line. Marchand jamming away at it. But time's going to run out on the Bruins, and they are in deep trouble. They're down 0-2 in this series, heading to Montreal for games 3 and 4.
I really felt calm. I felt confident. I know I talked to the team after the second loss at home, and we talked about, again, just going in there, worrying about winning one game. The first game, if we could get back on track here, we would be fine.
Bergeron has Krejci coming in front. Krejci, score! Long wrist shot, blocker save Price, trying to run it in front. Score! From behind the net, Nathan Horton put it in. Everly with a steal in front, score! Now Kelly through center, got an empty net in front of him. Kelly over the blue line to the net, and he scores! Chris Kelly is being hounded all the way by Subban, but he finished it off into the empty net. 3 games played in this series, and the road team has won all 3, and a huge win for the Bruins in Montreal tonight.
as they take Game 3 by a final of 4-2.
They were back in the series, and with 2 days off before Game 4, Julian decided it was time for a little side trip.
We ended up going to Lake Placid, and then all of a sudden, everything came out that we were looking for the miracle on ice.
And back through center comes Beverly with Kelly and Ryder. Up ice, Beverly left side, wrist shot, and he missed the net. Now trying to center it, Kelly, Ryder, wrist shot, score! Michael Ryder in front, and the Bruins win it in OT, and the series is tied 2 games apiece.
It was the Ryder line, and with Beverly, and if I recall, I think it was Kelly at center, and those guys just did a great job, and were good that game, and they scored the winning goal. So we just came back home, had lots of confidence, and just kind of took the series on from there.
Horton settling it along the left wing boards. Carries it out to the blue line and drops it off for Lucic. Lucic looking, dropped it to Ferentz, left side, wrist shot, save cross, rebound, score! Nathan Horton in double OT, and the Bruins lead the series 3 games to 2. 10 seconds, Horton over the Canadian line right side, trying to feed it to the slot, picked off by Gill and cleared. Plekanec will send it all the way down ice, but that's going to do it, and we'll have Game 7 in Boston tomorrow night.
We got to go out there and play our game, and play to win, and what's in the past is in the past, and you got to play for the present, and this is a pretty simple message, but that's the message that you have to have in playing those types of games. You got to put everything behind you and look at what you need to do here to win.
Feeds it out to Boychuk on the right point. Here's drive, score! Johnny Boychuk, high glove on Price, and the Bruins with a 1-0 lead, 3:31 in. Puck loose, high slot, Recchi has it, right shot, score! Mark Recchi from the slot to the stick side on Price, and the Bruins are up 2-0. Camilleri left wing circle across right side, wrist shot, score, Yannick Weber. And the Canadians get on the board. Plekanec looks to break, short-handed, a breakaway down the middle, shot, score! And the Canadians have tied it at 2. Ferentz, wrist shot, deflected, save, rebound, score! Chris Kelly in front on the backhand, and the Bruins have a 3-2 lead. Wisniewski being chased down by Bergeron. He'll turn the net. Oh, they're going to call Bergeron for a penalty. Now into the zone, Plekanec right side, looking, feeds it high slot, Subban a drive, and he scores! From the top of the left wing circle on the power play, PK Subban ties it with 1:57 left. And this series will be decided in sudden death in Game 7.
I think the mood is really about being focused and just keeping things simple, especially as the game goes on. You know, as the overtime goes on, you guys get tired. So it's about keeping things simple and go out there and just enjoy the moment.
And no one would enjoy the moment like Nathan Horton.
Anything can happen in the playoffs, no matter where you're up 3-0, you're down 2-0. Things can turn. You just got to work through it until you get that 4th win, because like everyone says, that's the hardest one to get.
On the right side, puck deflects in the air. McQuaid gloves it down, loose puck into the right corner. And McQuaid pushes it now for Lucic. He'll glove it, feed it high slot. Horton, little room, his drive, score! Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime, and the Bruins beat the Canadians 4-3.
I don't remember too much, but I remember Luch coming up with the puck, and I just tried to get open, and I tried to put the puck towards the net, and luckily it got deflected off someone, and it went straight in, and that's all I remember. I mean, it's pretty special. Again, it doesn't get any better.
I think it felt pretty good, because if you look back, like my first year here, we took Montreal to 7 games and lost that 7th game in Montreal, and we know the last couple of years has been Carolina and it's been Philadelphia. So I saw some of the stats of the Bruins in the 7th game. So you feel happy, and it happened in our building. Our fans are, were excited, elated to see that goal go in, and it was nice to reward our fans with that, because they've been punished enough.
Should be a great listen on Saturday night, 7 p.m. on our flagship station, 98.5, the Sports Hub, as you'll hear lots of great stories about these longtime rivals, the Bruins and the Canadiens, as they get ready to face off for the centennial celebration for the Bruins this Sunday afternoon at TD Garden. Looking forward to that. It's the Bruins with a 2-1 lead over the Islanders after 1 period of play. Coming up next, Nick Cattles will give us a check of the Sports Hub headlines, and then we'll be back for the 2nd period on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, Big Jim Murray here. When I think of cannabis dispensaries in the area, I think of Netta. And I wanted to let you know they've got you covered this football season. Whether you're looking for top shelf flower, vapes, edibles, whatever you want, Netta's got it. Choose from a huge variety of products in tons of different strengths and sizes that will make your game day great no matter what happens on the field. Stop by Netta's dispensaries in Brookline, Franklin, and Northampton, or take advantage of their home delivery service so you don't have to miss a moment of the game. Shop at nettacare.org today.
Please consume responsibly. This product may cause impairment and may be habit-forming. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. This product has not been analyzed or approved by the FDA. There is limited information on the side effects of using this product, and there may be associated health risks. Marijuana use during pregnancy and breastfeeding may pose potential harms. It is against the law to drive or operate machinery when under the influence of this product. Keep this product away from children. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. The impairment effects of edible marijuana may be delayed by 2 hours or more. In case of accidental ingestion, call the Poison Control Hotline at 1-800-222-1222 or 911. This product may be illegal outside of Massachusetts. Mass state license numbers MR281-287 and MR283-065.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines.
There's still time to secure a front row seat to all the action this Black Friday as the Boston Bruins take on the Pittsburgh Penguins at 6:30. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to lock in your ticket today. Bruins are up 2-1 in New York after the first period. Brad Marchand with both goals. Elias Lindholm has 2 assists. Meanwhile, Wild lead the Sabres 1-0 in the second period. Blues lead the Devils 3-0 in the second period. Rangers, Hurricanes tied at 2 in the second period. Red Wings up 1-0 against the Flames. And that first period just ended there in Detroit. Lightning lead the Capitals 2-0 end of first. Panthers up 2-0 on the Maple Leafs at the end of first. Penguins beating the Canucks 4-1 at the end of the first period. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. I'm Nick Cattles. Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers have the second period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, well, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living has been dedicated to creating an award-winning company culture, so residents and families receive best-in-class services. Across our 50 communities, Brightview associates help deliver peace of mind, safety, security, transportation, daily programs, delicious food, and high-quality care if needed. Discover how our vibrant senior living communities can help you live your best life. Visit brightviewseniorliving.com to learn more. Equal housing opportunity.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad. New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see. Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
You can help an old lady get across the street, save somebody from choking when they're out to eat. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Give blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your good karma by the pint.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Here's Lindholm getting it to Marchand, who scores on the one-timer. Lindholm winning the face-off right to the inside of the circle to Marchand. Bruins 2 and the Islanders 1 after one period. We're joined downstairs by Elias Lindholm, who assisted on both of Brad Marchand's goals in that first period. Elias, before the game, Joe Sacco told us he didn't want to talk too much about the team's scoring slump that you guys have been in, but how good did it feel to get those first 2 goals in the first 6.5 minutes?
No, it was huge. Yeah, I mean, obviously we try to play our game and then keep creating, and sooner or later they're going to start going in. But, obviously you're kind of thinking about it. But, yeah, it's always nice to, see 2 go in there right away.
Tell us about that first one in particular. You win the face-off cleanly to Marshy, and he fires at home. Was that something that you were, had set up?
Yeah, for sure. I think we tried a couple times. Obviously, you're not going to win all of them, but kind of went like a pass right to his sticks, and obviously a nice shot. So obviously something we talked about, and nice to see it work out.
What's your overall thoughts on the first 20 minutes and what you guys need to do to continue to hold this lead?
No, I thought we played pretty good for the first 10 or 12 minutes or so, and after that, I thought everything they got, we kind of gave it to them, and we kind of slowed down and did not kind of got away from our game a little bit. So we got to keep playing the way we did the first time.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second.
Thank you.
All right, thanks to Elias Lindholm. 2 assists in that first period. He's brought to you by TD Bank. TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Yeah, I think the first period, obviously the 2 goals are huge. You got to get on the board. Brad Marchand's now scored the last 4 Bruins goals. 3. 3. Had the one against Detroit and then the 2 in that first period. But the Bruins did get a little careless with the puck inside their own zone on a few occasions, and it led to some Islander chances. So, and it's an area that they've really cleaned up here, that puck management, making sure that you're careful with the puck in important areas, and they got away from that a little bit in the first.
Yeah, Lindholm said it during that interview. He said everything that they got in the second half of that period, we gave to them.
Yes.
So.
I mean, you're not going to play a perfect defensive game every game, but you want to limit some of those opportunities, and you don't want to give them anything, especially when you build a 2-0 lead.
Right.
Or anytime, really.
Face-off just outside the Islander blue line. Bruins going from left to right here in the second period. After a quick whistle to start the period, puck comes deep behind the Islander net. Pulaski will push it up the near side, lifted out of the zone by Engvall. He's bouncing down in to the far side of Korpisalo. They'll bring the faceoff all the way back down into Islander territory on the icing.
They're going to try the same thing again. Zaka's coming out to take this draw, or that's Lindholm, excuse me, to take this draw. Marchand lined up in the middle.
Same spot.
Yep.
Down the other end of the ice where he scored that first goal. This time the Islanders will control.
Zizekas was 0 in that first period in the faceoff circle, including the goal that was scored, but he was able to get control, or help get control of that one.
Islanders sent it out of play into the bench, however, so the faceoff will come back down into their end once again. Stops and starts here, 32 seconds into this second period. Line up on that same circle. This time it's Brock Nelson in there against Lindholm. False start, they're going to kick Lindholm out. So Marchand will stand in there. Lindholm goes and lines up along the hash marks up near the board's far side. Marchand moving it forward, gets a shot in on Sorokin. And the puck will be cleared out and then brought back into the defensive zone here by Siplikov for the Islanders.
Was the most active Islander in that first period.
No question.
5 shot attempts, including the goal.
Puck out of the reach of George, just outside of the Islanders' zone. Siplikov comes back to help him out. Now Nelson looking to move it forward. Siplikov will gain the Boston line before he's shoved up against the boards by Pete. Home play it across the ice. It was deflected up into the air. Marchand had to wait for it, come bouncing down toward him, and send it into the Islanders' zone. Heads off as part of a change. Minute 15 gone here in the second period. Bruins leading 2-1. George from behind his net, shadowed here by Geeky, just standing in front of the net. Crowd starting to get a little antsy as the puck fired through neutral ice, tipped into the Bruins zone by Lee. Zaka is there. He'll send it hard around the far boards, waiting for it out in the neutral ice. Now Pasternak trying to race down into the Islanders zone after it, as he and Romanov go crashing into the corner. Pasternak got it free, back to Carlo. Carlo steps into a shot, redirected by Geeky, and Sorokin made the save.
Zaka wanted that puck. He was there at the top of the crease. He wanted it right away from Carlo. You see him kind of tapping his stick on the ice, looking for that pass. Now Marchand went through. That's Zizekas he was taking the draw against, and then he was able to chip that puck on net. But Carlo, he gets a good shot away, and it kind of banks off of a body in front. That was Dobson. I know Zaka wanted it right away.
Face off in the near circle. It'll come back to the blue line. Carlo takes the shot. That one goes just wide off the backboard. Johnson fires one toward the front. That was blocked. Sends another one through the slot. That one got all the way through, and it's tapped out of the zone by Pajot, diving after the puck. But Carlo gets back to make the play defensively.
If Carlo can either back off there and it's a clean cut 2-on-1, or he's going to get into a foot race for that puck, and he makes a decision to go, doesn't hesitate.
There's Frederick now, trying to get set up along the right wing circle. Taken away from him. Lee brings it out into the neutral zone, but turns it over to Coyle. Coyle from the red line will bring it to the Islanders zone. Right wing side, the pass to Frederick. Floats a backhander right through the top of the crease. Sorokin let it go. Frederick now in the far corner, maintaining possession of that puck. Kicked away from him. Bruins changing.
Bruins trying to go with quick shifts here. You know, you play a lot of games in a short amount of time. Plus, you played yesterday.
Martin throws a long shot in on Korpisalo. No harm there. He knocks it down and then covers it up.
You just see they're going quick shifts, especially this period right here.
With the long change.
Yes.
Yeah. Bruins played last night against Vancouver. They will play again on Friday, 6:30, back at TD Garden against Pittsburgh. It's 3 games in 4 days. Islanders haven't played since Monday. Face off in the defensive zone here for Kastelik, who wins the draw. Puck comes volleying out through neutral ice. Beecher side by side battling with Pollock, and the Bruins are going to be whistled offside here. We've got 3:03 gone in this second period.
No one's had a long shift because there's been so many whistles to start this period.
Face off just outside the Islander blue line. Off the draw, it'll come to Peak from the center circle. Plays it softly down the right wing boards. George is there, sends it around the far side, but Zadorov there to keep in. Kepke in the left wing corner. Pushed it back in behind the net. Peak, near side hash marks to Kastelic. Long shot, saves Sorokin, and then he gathers in the loose puck.
The puck almost got away from him. You had Kepke trying to reach for it. You had Beecher around the front of the net. Nice play by Peak, right? He's going to pinch down the right wing boards. He's going to take the hit and then drop that puck off back to the point so that wrist shot can get through, and you've got bodies getting to the front of the net there. That's what creates the rebound.
Beecher right in front of Sorokin as that puck came through.
Kastelic got the shot, but he's covering for Peak, and Peak waits, welcomes the hit because he knows he's going to drop it off for Kastelic, and he's going to have some time and space to get that shot away.
Dobson sends it around the far boards. Comes back across the ice and moved ahead by Romanov. Deep into Boston territory goes Nelson behind the net. It's angled off the puck, but now Siplikov will play it off the near boards. Back to Romanov and his shot. Tipped wide in front. Comes back toward McAvoy. He'll work his way from the near side circle. Cross ice. Lorai sends it through the blue line offside. This is not exactly the most exciting start to a second period I've ever seen, but officials are getting a good workout.
We need new whistles after this period.
We get another face-off outside the Islander blue line. Centers are doing plenty of work. Puck played out by George. Up into the Boston zone. Lee got sandwiched between Carlo and Wotherspoon. Bruins force it out. Pajot from the red line will drive it back in. Around Korpisalo, it goes to the near side. Brazo deals it backward for Carlo behind the net. Never really got to Wotherspoon, but then he comes and gets it. And the Bruins will break it out. Again, moving left to right here in the second period. Angle pass for Geekie. Gets knocked off balance. Trying to stay with it.
By Zaka. He goes behind him.
Here's Brazo moving toward the slot. His shot blocked off the leg of George. Carlo deals off to Geekie. Top of the right circle. His shot gets blocked by Lee. Geekie takes it in behind the net. Wide angle chance. And that kicks back onto Carlo. He's got it left wing circle. To the back of the net for Zaka. Worked it toward the circle, but Horvat right there, and he'll send it out. Geekie picks it off just outside the Islander blue line, and right back in it goes. They're going to whistle that offside.
So, against man-to-man, right? And that's the way the Islanders defend. Geekie beats his man here on the right wing side. He gets separation from him, makes a nice move, gets separation from him. He's going to draw another Islander to him. Someone's got to be open. That's where they have to make that play when that switch is happening, right there. And there's plays to be made, I think, offensively that will help them get more opportunities than they're getting. I mean, when you beat that first guy, especially in a man-on-man defense, someone's open.
We had a drop of the puck. Now we're going to have to do it again here. Put a second back on the clock. 15-12 to go, second period. Off the draw. A bit of a stalemate. Frederick gets in there, wins the puck, gets it into the zone. Here's Zadorov with a long shot. That gets knocked down. Coyle's got it. Far circle in front. Just missed Johnson. Now Peak will go in behind the net. Trying to get it out in front for Frederick, and that bounced off the outside.
A couple of times today. I'm talking about Coyle and Johnson.
Move back toward the Boston zone. Engvall gets it around behind the net. Zadorov with a good check back there behind the net to free that puck up. Bruins get it out. It'll come back into the zone, and Peak will backhand around behind for Zadorov. Up ahead for Coyle. Coyle carries across the red line, now in across the Islander blue. Near side circle. Back of the net. Frederick waited back toward the near point, but no one was there. McAvoy was coming over.
It was for Coyle. It was behind him. Coyle was open in the right wing circle. So that line has been pretty good in the getting to the offensive zone, but there's plays to be made there, and they just haven't made them.
Kastelic along the end boards. Koepke now along the near boards. Upends Martin. Puck will come back to McAvoy at the blue line. Sent it to Kastelic, who tried to one-touch it back toward Beecher and missed him. And nearly a break for Kyle McLean. Bruins get back.
Hustle by Beecher coming back to get the stick on him.
Koepke will backhand it toward the Islander blue line. It was knocked down out of midair by Romanov. Free puck at center ice, taken by McLean. Into the Boston zone goes Palmieri. Carlo lost his footing from the seat of his pants, still able to get involved with play defensively, and now they get a break for Pasternak, moving in, trying to go to the backhand, and the puck got away. Here's Carlo now with the right point.
Isaiah George bothered him on that back check.
Marchand takes his shot from Romanov along the near side circle. It's Lindholm pivoting back in behind the net. Marchand let it go. Pasternak to Marchand coming in front, backhanded right through the crease. Lindholm's got it along the near boards. Marchand sending one across.
I'm not sure if it's by design or not, but Pasternak on this line with Marchand and Lindholm.
Lindholm out of the left wing corner, trying to get it back to the blue line. Instead now will backhand it deep. Pasternak back of the net. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Taken away from him by Romanov. Out to the neutral ice. Marchand stands up Siplikov, but the Islanders still moving forward. In the Boston zone, they set up a one-timer. Goes sailing up off the glass, and now a foot race all the way back down into the Islanders zone. Geeky run off it by Pulock.
Pulock got back, just had Beecher break up a play, the possible breakaway, and Pulock got back just ahead of Geeky that time. He also had Brazo in the zone.
Arlo will send it around behind the Islanders net. Brazo one-handing one out in front, but Pajot right there. He's pressured by Geeky along the end wall. Puck comes free into the far corner. Islanders have it. Horvat sends it across ice. Pajot pivots back a little bit deeper into his own zone, and then his pass bounces.
Geeky just had a stick ripped out of his hands. Just looked at the referee. They haven't called any on either team.
Nope. Just letting them play.
Yep. I haven't seen much that's really stood out, though, either.
Coyle taps it loose here for Frederick. Frederick cutting toward the left wing side in the attack zone. He floats it back toward McAvoy at the blue line. McAvoy brings it down the right circle, centering off of Coyle. Kick to the end wall. Now Johnson will chase it along the far boards. Back to Lohrei. One times it. Glove stop by Sorokin. Gets the whistle. 11:23 to go here in the second period. It's the Bruins 2 and the Islanders 1 on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe Budden here to talk about Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GET100 and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks. Run your game.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living has been dedicated to creating an award-winning company culture, so residents and families receive best-in-class services. Across our 50 communities, Brightview associates help deliver peace of mind, safety, security, transportation, daily programs, delicious food, and high-quality care if needed. Discover how our vibrant senior living communities can help you live your best life. Visit brightviewseniorliving.com to learn more. Equal housing opportunity.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Bruins have a 2-1 lead with 11:23 to go in the second period. They also have 3 assists tonight, which means the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation has already donated another $300 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Yeah, George, on that back check, he definitely disrupts. It's a nice pass from Marchand to Pasternak. Pasternak behind the D. George is coming across. He gave him one whack to the front, and then he kind of reached around, gave another whack, which I thought he got the stick. I thought he got the shaft of the stick, which bothered Pasternak, but I've seen penalties for less. I've seen penalty shots for less.
Saw one not that long ago for less.
In Dallas, right?
Yes. Puck played off the near side boards. It'll be Palmieri to deal it across his own zone. Ziplikov left it near the Boston line. Here's Nelson moving in, shoots and scores from the right circle. Brock Nelson gets it just under the crossbar, and the Islanders have tied it at 2.
Yeah, the Bruins back in good position here, but can't handle a puck right at the Islanders' blue line, right in front of the Islanders' bench. The puck was dumped. Lori can't handle it. It hops over his stick, and Brock Nelson picks it up. And McAvoy's the defenseman coming across. He's going to kind of play center field. You got another Islander on the left side. And Brock Nelson's a goal scorer. It's Palmieri on the other side, and he just rips this short side high. That's a bullet by Nelson. A little unfortunate, but if that's a bouncing puck, you can't be. You've got to put a skate on it, a glove on it. You can't rely on getting it with your stick and only your stick.
Brock Nelson's 9th of the year. His last 3 years, he's had 37, 36, and 34. Bruins with the puck coming out of their zone. Kepke will work it toward the right side for Beecher. Slams on the brakes along the right hash marks. He'll play it down toward the corner now to Kepke. Turned away from him by Mayfield. Kastelik gets involved as well. Puck lifted up and out of the zone. Wotherspoon will skate back to get it in the Boston end. 2-2 our score, 10:30 to go here in the second period. Bruins had a 2-0 lead early, but the Islanders have now erased that. Puck comes volleying back toward the Boston zone. That's going to make it for an icing, though, against the Islanders.
Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes for the New York Islanders here tonight is Ilya Sorokin, and for the Bruins, Jonas Korpisalo.
8 out of 10 for Korpisalo, 9 out of 11 for Sorokin so far. Korpisalo comes in 3-1-1 in his last 5 starts with a 1.38 goals against and a 945 save percentage. He allowed 7 goals in 5 games. Puck angled off the boards in the offensive zone here to Zadorov. They'll go deep for Charlie Coyle. Coyle on the near wall, trying to get it away from Zizekas. It'll come back to Zadorov from the hash marks now. He sends it down deep here for Johnson. Out of the left wing corner. Back to Zadorov at the point. Fires one wide to the short side, looking for a redirection by Coyle. Instead, now along the near side, it's Frederick to play it back in deep. Coyle behind the net. Stops and goes against Zizekas. Centering pass. Game bouncing off a stick in front as Johnson was set up on the back door. Lee will dump it into the Boston zone from the red line. Zadorov gets back to play it. Pete keeps it moving toward the near side, and Charlie Coyle finds some open space as the Islanders are getting some changes done. 9:20 to go in the period. Pete taking his time behind the Boston net. Bruins moving left to right here in the second period. Now he skates it out toward the blue line. Thought about sending it ahead. Now gains the red line and dumps it in. And that one went out of play.
Yep.
So we'll take a timeout. 9:04 to go in the second in a 2-2 game here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living has been dedicated to creating an award-winning company culture, so residents and families receive best-in-class services. Across our 50 communities, Brightview Associates help deliver peace of mind, safety, security, transportation, daily programs, delicious food, and high-quality care if needed. Discover how our vibrant senior living communities can help you live your best life. Visit brightviewseniorliving.com to learn more. Equal housing opportunity.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
2-2 game between the Bruins and the Islanders. 9:04 to go here in the second period. And the team's getting set to resume with a face-off at center ice. Brad Marchand, 2 goals. Elias Lindholm, 2 assists. Justin Brazeau has an assist as well. Max Siplikov with a goal and an assist. Brock Nelson with a goal and an assist for the Islanders. Puck inside the Islanders zone, sent out to neutral ice here, and Horvat will carry into the Boston zone. His shot redirected into the far corner by McAvoy. Out of the corner now, it's Holmstrom. Working his way back toward the blue line. They'll give it to George to the left point. George plays it back down the wall. McAvoy using his skate to kick it off the boards. Knocked away from Pajot, but kept alive. And then the Islanders will give it again to George, near side. Shot blocked by Brazeau, and he's hurting.
It was open-handed block there on that wrist shot.
Marchand gets it into the Islanders zone. Full change here for the Bruins. Pajot back into Boston territory. Horvat to the end boards. Can't keep it moving. Bruins have it back, and Carlo will bring it out to neutral ice. Mans it along to Pasternak. Pasternak played into the middle looking for Zacha. Forced into the near side circle. Pasternak back to Zacha. Sends one across. Shot. They score. And it's Geekie from the left circle, putting the Bruins back in front 3-2.
Yeah, a little passing play here, deep in the zone. Starts in the right wing circle. Pasternak getting that puck to an open Pavel Zacha, and it's a quick 2-on-1 that forms. Right wing circle, left wing circle. Zacha's going to look at the net. Sorokin's got a respect shot there from Zacha. And instead of taking the shot, he just zips that puck right over to the left wing circle. And Geekie makes no mistake with this shot. It was a turnover by the Islanders, right? They're trying to move that puck up the boards, goes off of a body. Sorokin's got no chance trying to come back over. Zacha's looking at the net, and then he zips it right over in the left wing circle. And Geekie's deep in that left wing circle as well, but he's got the whole net to shoot at.
First goal for Geekie since November the 12th in St. Louis. As the puck gets deep into Boston territory here. Bruins back in front, 3-2.
A lot of attention being paid to Brazeau over on the bench right now. After taking that shot on the hand.
On the near side boards. Pete played it up the wall. Johnson trying to bat it out of the zone. Forced back a little bit deeper. Official wiped out. Zadorov around the far boards will poke it along, and it comes free into the middle of the ice, and Zadorov gets it out of the zone that time, but thrown right back in deep here for the Islanders. They'll get set up along the far boards. Engvall's playing it to the back of the net. McLean tried to get it out in front. Bruins regain. Peak from the near circle. 7:10 to go here in the second. Bruins up by 1. Geekie from Zacha and Pasternak at 11:59. Martin from the red line. Headed back into Boston territory, but Zadorov to Peak and ahead to Castellic. Pass off the skate of Kepke as he came into the Islanders zone, and now the Bruins have to hustle back. The Islanders have McLean coming down the middle. Instead, the shot right into the glove of Korpisalo for the whistle.
You got full possession of that puck coming up the ice through the neutral zone. You're about to enter the zone, but a simple pass hits, a man in the skates, and all of a sudden it's the Islanders coming right back the other way. And those are the ones that you just a little bit off here today on some of the passes that they've made. And resulted in at least one goal in the first period.
Yeah. Good news is this is the first time in a while that the Bruins have scored more than 2 goals in a game. Last time was that game I just mentioned in St. Louis on November the 12th.
It took the third period to do that.
Yeah, all of those came in the third period. The Bruins only come from behind the third period win this year.
Good to see Brazeau back on the ice here after blocking that shot.
Yeah, right back out there with Marchand and Lindholm, and they'll get an attack zone faceoff here. They're on the near circle down to our right. Lindholm wins it cleanly. Off the boards, it comes to Carlo. He cocks and fires, and right into Sorokin's glove for another whistle. Islanders going to make a couple of substitutions here.
Yeah, they weren't able to change on the last play because of where the puck came from, and Sorokin covered it up. And they changed the D pair.
Lindholm wins it to Marchand. Tried to take the shot as he moved along the top of the faceoff circle. Didn't get it to the net. Now Palmieri's got it for the Islanders. Behind the net, it goes to Pollock and up the far wing. All the way across to Palmieri. Just inside the Boston line. He lost it. Lindholm going to bring it back ahead here for the Bruins. Floats it down into the left wing corner. Pollock moved it in behind his own net. George reversed it back around the far side. Pasternak gets over there in front of Siplikov, but Siplikov gets some help from Nelson. Nelson going to move it up the right wing side here. Siplikov going to the right. Nelson moving toward the slot, and it's taken right off of his stick.
Lindholm,
by Lindholm.
great defensive play. He had some time and space cutting across the middle there.
5:45 to go here in the second period. George from his own zone. Sent ahead for Pajot. Directed it into the right wing corner. Horvat played off the back of the net. Zacha gets position on Pajot, but Dobson keeps it deep. It'll come back in behind the net. Dobson knocked down by Carlo. Gets back up, still able to play the puck. Carlo regains and backhands it around.
There.
Here's Wotherspoon.
If you're the partner, you've got to move and get yourself open behind the net.
Long pass ahead, Pasternak. Has Geekie coming down the middle, but Mayfield was back in time. Horvat brings the Islanders right back. McAvoy angles him off the puck. Zadorov poked it back toward the near corner. Johnson played it up the middle, and Pollock able to keep it in here for the Islanders. Left wing circle. He'll bank it in behind the net. A centering pass for Lee right on the doorstep.
Yeah, a little bit of a shorter bench here for the Bruins late in this second period with the defensive side of things.
Johnson's dump in gets redirected out of play off of Jaloski.
That was Zadorov playing there with McAvoy.
Yep. 4:45 to go in the second. It's the Bruins 3 and the Islanders 2 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline, turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
4:45 left, second period. Bruins 3, Islanders 2. I mentioned just before the break, Zadorov paired up with McAvoy at the end of that last segment. They're back out there together again as we get ready to resume play.
Yeah, full complement on the bench. So Lori was kind of victimized on that second goal. He played one more shift after that. We'll just kind of keep an eye on it, though. When I say victimized, it was a bad break because the puck popped over his stick, but you want him to make a little bit more of a careful play on the puck, knowing it's bouncing on you.
McAvoy shouldered Lee away from it. Cizikas will wrap it back around the far boards of the Bruins zone. Johnson takes it from there. Ahead for Coyle. Into the Islanders zone. Floats one toward the net. Forces Sorokin to cover it. With both Johnson and Frederick coming in his direction.
Mayfield and Tyler Johnson getting into it. There's a little size disparity, huh?
Mayfield 6'5", 213. Tyler Johnson listed at 5'8", 191. They would not be in the same weight class. Johnson back in the lineup tonight after he sat out last night's game. Mark McLaughlin was in for his first NHL game of the year. McLaughlin rotates out tonight, and Johnson back in, along with Coyle and Frederick. Near circle to our right. Elias Lindholm on the draw. Pulled it toward the boards. This time George got to stick to it first.
Yeah, the Islanders put that back in on Sorokin. Just wide.
George will bring it up the near circle, out to his own blue line. And shy of the red line, he dumps it in. Wave it off. And the Islanders have it in the offensive zone. Here's George with a long shot. That's blocked. And kicking right back onto Palmieri. Palmieri fires one across ice. Work back toward Pulick at that right point. He has it knocked out of his zone by Marchand. Marchand calling for someone to replace him at the bench. Beecher hops on. Puck comes deep into Boston territory. Lobbed out of the zone by Zadorov. That won't make it far enough for an icing. Bruins will change the rest of the unit here. As the puck gets angled ahead for Palmieri. Tapped it loose to Horvat, and his shot gloved by Korpisalo.
Lori and Peak out on the ice right now. Just hopped out. Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The face-off in the defensive zone. They quickly get Wotherspoon and Carlo out there as the defense pair. Kastelik will take this draw. 3.5 to go in the period. Pajot sends it across to the far circle. Came ricocheting through the slot. Before anyone could find it, Horvat sent it back to the point. Played down on the far side of the net for Holmstrom. Carlo helped deny that. Bruins get it out. Chasing up ice is Koepke. Hides Pajot into the far corner. Horvat along the near side boards will poke it back out into the neutral zone. Kicking at it, Carlo trying to keep it out of the Boston zone. But upended. Kastelik comes back to help out. He had it locked up in the corner there for the moment. Now it'll come free to Wotherspoon. Sends it up the far wing. Beecher will float it into the Islanders zone. Head off as part of a Bruins change with 2:42 to go in the period. Lee redirects a Dobson pass deep into Boston territory. Around the boards it comes to Geekie. Geekie sends it into the middle. Zacha back to the right side for Pasternak. Tipped down into the corner. Zacha gets in there. Gets it loose, but at the face-off dot, Lee there to take away. He sends Engvall out to the neutral ice and backhanded deep into Boston territory. Off the near boards it comes to Zacha. He'll play it all the way across ice for Mason Lohrei. Pass back across the ice near side. Didn't connect with Geekie. And Engvall gets it back into Boston territory. Lohrei near the back of his net.
Again, they're full possession.
Took a hit from Lee.
Full possession with the puck, just trying to make a pass, and it's in the feet, and here come the Islanders back at you.
Puck comes back to the point. They work it across to the near side for Cholowski. Tried to get it to Palmieri. Instead, taken back over behind the net by Peak. Bruins will clear the zone. As the puck comes across ice, Zacha trying to knock it out of the air. Cholowski get it back for the Islanders. Palmieri directs one toward Korpisalo, who scoops it up with the glove and then hangs on to it with 1:32 to go in the period.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times, today. That's a pretty simple pass, though. It's uncontested. You're not under any pressure. You just want to move that puck up into the hands of the forwards, and it's in the feet of Geekie, and all of a sudden they come right back at you.
Felt like,
it hasn't happened all game, but it's happened 2 or 3 times here in this period.
Yeah, it felt like a almost a team-wide problem, back a week or two ago when things were really struggling
that and
for the Bruins.
Between their 2 feet.
There's a chance in front for the Islanders. Right on the doorstep was Holmstrom.
Made a nice move in the slot to get himself open.
Boyle from behind the Bruins net off the far wall. It'll be tapped up into the air. And to settle it coming through neutral ice, Geekie handed it off to Coyle. His shot goes just wide on the stick side. Far side boards. Johnson shoved by Dobson, who had lost his stick. It's help from Romanov, but the Islanders don't clear it. Zadorov got it deep. Here's Marchand now in the right wing corner. Sends one up toward the high slot. Kicked off the leg of Coyle as he tried to get it back to his stick. Coyle now in behind the net with it. Brings it toward the near side of the net. Backhander toward the front was blocked. McAvoy coming in from the near point to keep it deep. Coyle in the corner. Can't get it. Horvat will send it out. Holmstrom will dump it in from the red line and head off as part of an Islanders change with 32 seconds to go in the period. Zadorov's pass tipped loose, and he has to come back and try and make a play on Nelson. Keeps the Islanders from getting a scoring chance for the moment. 18 to go in the period, but they're still on the attack. Puck out of the far corner. Nelson sweeps it back down for Horvat. Back up top for Puller. Now on to Nelson. Left circle, shoots and scores. Turnover in the Bruins defensive zone, and the Islanders make them pay with 6.5 seconds to go in the period.
The Islanders were going for a line change. They had one guy stay out on the ice, and that was Horvat, and he puts token pressure on Zadorov with the puck. Zadorov's going to try to go D to McAvoy, and Horvat's, he's just going to put token pressure, and then he's going off for a change. And Horvat just puts his stick down. Now there's a loose puck, and Brock Nelson, who's fresh on the ice, is going to go to work, and he's going to beat Korpisalo, that blocker side. 7 seconds to go. It's just it's a bad decision.
So second of the game, third point of the game for Brock Nelson. And the horn will sound to end period number 2 in what is now a 3-3 hockey game. Bruins have had the lead at 2-0, then again at 3-2, but it's even after 40 minutes. We'll be back to recap what we've seen so far coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline, turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram teen accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Black Friday sale, Save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery when you add a base. And Cyber Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
If you order McDonald's right now, you're one step closer to your first bite, and nothing tastes as good. Get a 10-piece Chicken McNuggets for just $1, only in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Valid one time through December 2nd at participating McDonald's. Must opt into rewards.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Going down in a rinse shade. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash and smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Puck out of the far corner. Nelson sweeps it back down for Horvat. Back up top for Pullett. Now on to Nelson. Left circle, shoots and scores. Turnover in the Bruins defensive zone, and the Islanders make them pay with 6.5 seconds to go in the period. Back here between periods, 40 minutes complete. Bruins 3 and the Islanders 3, along with Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. The good news is the Bruins have scored 3 goals for the first time in a couple of weeks. The bad news is some defensive miscues and some questionable decisions, and they don't have a lead out to show for it.
It's essentially, I guess I'm picking on them a little bit, but it's essentially the left side of the defense. All three goals. Mm-hmm. Wotherspoon had a chance to make maybe a better play. Maybe he needs a little bit more help from Frederick on the boards there, but a turnover, the puck ends up in the back of the net. That's the first period. A bouncing puck right in front of the Islanders bench that Lohrei can't handle, and Nelson takes it from him, walks in, rips that shot past Korpisalo, and then just a poor decision. I mean, you're out there with 20 seconds to go, and the Islanders are making a change. There's one guy on the ice. One guy stays. And it's Bo Horvat. You could have dumped the puck up the boards. You could have got your feet moving to try to get out of the zone and make a play in the middle of the ice. You could have gone back behind the net to your partner and Charlie McAvoy because there's no pressure on that side.
Right.
And Zadorov makes a decision to try to pass through the stick of Horvat, who's just token pressure. All he's doing is doing a flyby before he goes off the ice on the change. Zadorov has played pretty well here the last few games.
Yes.
He hasn't run out of position. He's made smart plays. He's been reliable, more so than at the beginning of the year when he did some things that, you scratch your head a little bit of running out of position to make that hit. He's been in more control of his game, but that's just a poor decision that you got a 3-2 lead with under 20 seconds remaining in the second period. That one's, that goes back to the head scratcher because I don't understand why you would try to pass through the stick of Horvat when you've got so many other options.
Right. And we had talked earlier in the period, too, that Zadorov had, been bumped up to play with McAvoy.
Well, they made the change after Lohrei,
right.
had the first Brock Nelson goal, which was the second goal of this game for the Islanders, had that puck pop past him. So, you've had a little trouble on that left side here today. But, all right, 3-3, and you're playing against a team that has allowed more goals than any other team in the third period. So, can you get your third periods going? You're not on home ice where you've had trouble scoring in the third. But you've also played last night, and they've made some mistakes today that they have not made since Sacco took over. And some of it's managing the puck. Some of it's just simple passes, that are in guys' feet instead of tape-to-tape, hard passes. and you get full possession coming up the ice, and the Islanders trying to come right back at you. And they didn't get caught any extended shifts, except maybe that last one. They didn't really get caught on any extended shifts in the second period. They were able to get guys, fresh bodies on the ice almost all period, but a couple mistakes, and that puck ends up in the back of your net.
Well, let's look at
Brock Nelson's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
You can't give him that shot.
Let's look at the glass half full.
All right.
Three goals offensively tonight, 2 by Brad Marchand and 1 by Morgan Geekie. That's more than they've done here of late, so that's certainly good news. Are you seeing a difference in the way that they've approached it, or is it just a matter of they finished tonight when they haven't?
I mean, Marchand scores right off the faceoff. That's a pretty simple play, right? I mean, that was, and then they did get a little bit of a break on Marchand's second goal in the sense that Mayfield he got in front of Brazo, and it looks like that play was going to be broken up, and it goes off the skate of Mayfield as he's kind of losing his balance. He kind of slides a little bit into his own goaltender there, and Sorokin and Marchand comes in and follows it up and chips that puck home. So, but I like their third goal a lot. I like all 3 goals. I'll take anything right now. We have not had a penalty in this game, by the way.
No.
So, nice little play after an Islander turnover that leads to the Geekie goal. The Islanders have full possession of the puck. They're trying to get it out. It hits a body, their own body, stays there in the zone. A nice little passing play between Pasternak and then Zaka shot. He's going to look at shot. Sorokin comes out a couple of feet to cut down the angle, and then Zaka zips that pass across to Geekie. Geekie doesn't take a one-timer, but he stops it. He doesn't dust it off, and he can rip it home before Sorokin get over to his right.
Yeah, statistically, the 2 worst power plays in the league
they don't have one
tonight, and we haven't seen one yet tonight.
And the Islanders don't normally take a lot of penalties,
Right.
right? They take very few penalties, and the Bruins obviously take a few too many. They haven't lately.
Not
but
lately.
They take a few too many, but no penalties yet in this game. You asked me a little while ago, have I ever seen games where a team never took a penalty? And I said, no, I've seen that. I don't know if I've seen one recently where neither team
takes one. Well, that's what we got through 40 minutes. It's a 3-3 game. Brad Marchand, 2 goals. Elias Lindholm, 2 assists for the Bruins. Morgan Geekie from Zaka and Pasternak in that second period, but Brock Nelson ties it from Pulick and Horvat at the 1952 mark. Our music of the game is brought to you by Live Nation. Lincoln Park From Zero World Tour 2025 is live in Boston at TD Garden Friday, August 1st. Get tickets now at livenation.com. We'll get a check of the Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes 1 router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
I was running until I wasn't. My hospital stay would have cost nearly $48,000, even with insurance. But with VA, I'll pay $0. And VA is the best, most affordable healthcare in America for veterans like me. Knowing that my family is waiting at home and a surprise medical bill isn't, that's good for my heart. My service was then, my benefits are now. Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov.
Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on your every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living has been dedicated to creating an award-winning company culture, so residents and families receive best-in-class services. Across our 50 communities, Brightview associates help deliver peace of mind, safety, security, transportation, daily programs, delicious food, and high-quality care if needed. Discover how our vibrant senior living communities can help you live your best life. Visit brightviewseniorliving.com to learn more. Equal housing opportunity.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Black Friday is only 2 days away, and you can save big on your favorite Bruins items. Stop by the Pro Shop powered by 47 this Black Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. to score 30% off. And from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., get 20% off, plus enter to win team jerseys and more. Doors open at 10:30 a.m., so be sure to get down to Causeway early on Friday morning to save on your favorite Bruins items. Bees tied with the Islanders 3-3 in New York after the second period. Brad Marchand, 2 goals. Geeky scored in the third, and Elias Lindholm has 2 assists. Meanwhile, in the NHL, St. Louis leading New Jersey 3-0 in the third period. Carolina leads the Rangers 4-3 late in the third period. Detroit leads Calgary 1-0 at the end of 2. Tampa leads Washington 3-2 at the end of 2. Florida leads 3-1 over Toronto at the end of 2. Lots of games going on. Pittsburgh beating Vancouver 5-3. Columbus, Montreal tied 2-2. Nashville up 2-1 on Philadelphia. And Chicago up 2-0 on Dallas. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. I'm Nick Cattles, Ryan Johnson, Bob Beers, third period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
You say you'll never join the Navy.
Never climb Mount Fuji on a port visit.
Or break the sound barrier.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is. Learn why at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Coming up short? We've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's Overdraft Privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The holidays are coming fast, which means time is even more of a luxury. That's why Dime Beauty needs to be your one-stop destination for clean, master esthetician-founded skincare that really works. From rejuvenating eye serums and clean retinol alternatives to indulging body oils and non-toxic perfumes, Dime has it all. And for a limited time, Dime is offering 25% off site-wide when you use code HOLIDAY25. Looking to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles? Try their best-selling TBT cream, a clean, gentle retinol alternative that has all of the anti-aging benefits of retinol without the harshness. Or in search of a new winter perfume, try Dime's non-toxic woodsy fragrance Don LeBois. Dime has over 2 million happy customers and thousands of amazing 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Go to dimebeautyco.com for 25% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY25. That's dimebeautyco.com for 25% off with code HOLIDAY25. Happy shopping and happy holidays from Dime.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com. This is a black and gold flashback.
So the Bruins will advance to round 4, and here's Michael Ryder. 0 for 2 this season. Had a goal earlier tonight. Right-handed shooting Ryder. Here he comes. Down the slot to the net. Shot, and he scores!
scores! Mike Fisher has to score to keep it going. The Bruins can win with a save from Tim Thomas. Fisher with speed down the middle. Backhand save, Thomas! And the Bruins win in the shootout.
Tonight's black and gold flashback taking us back to this date in 2009 after the Bruins gave up a game-tying goal with 20 seconds to go in regulation. They went on and got a shootout goal from Michael Ryder to beat Ottawa at TD Garden by the score of 4-3. Back here on Long Island, Bruins and the Islanders tied at 3 as we go into the third period. We had mentioned it earlier, but the Islanders, they surrender 56% of their goals this season in the third period. They've only allowed, coming into the night, 13 in the first period and 13 in the second, but 33 goals against in 22 games this season for the Islanders in the third period. Bruins' third periods at home have not been very offensive, but on the road, they've been just fine.
Yeah, well, they're going to need one here. I mean, you still got a chance to come out here with 2 points. You're going to reunite Lori and McAvoy together here to start this period. You know, go back to echo what Elias Lindholm said after the first period. You know, the chances that the Islanders got were a little bit self-inflicted, including the goal that they scored in the first. And that continued in the second period with the 2 goals that were scored.
Bruins have held a lead of 2-0 after a pair of first period goals from Brad Marchand. Islanders came back and tied it at 2 in that second period, and then Geekie put the Bruins back in front before Nelson scored with under 8 seconds to go in the second period. Boston will defend down to our right, shoot the end to our left here in the third period. Puck comes angling in behind Korpisalo. McAvoy gets first to it. Trying to give it along for Lori. Lori trying to play it toward the near circle. Zacha bats it out of his zone with a backhand. Dumped right back in by Isaiah George. Zacha on the near boards. Pajot keeps that one alive, but gives away to Lori. Lori pass into the middle to Geekie. Right side. Pasternak back to Geekie. Right circle, and his shot deflected out of play off of Dobson.
It's a better breakout, right? You know, you get that puck, you get your feet moving, you make a good tape-to-tape pass. You know, nothing comes of it, but now you're into the zone with possession. Some of those passes that they were trying to make in the second period, they weren't connecting. I don't know if it's bad ice or fatigue or just, you know, lack of execution, but
puck played off the far glass and out to neutral ice. Peak. Elias Lindholm drops it back to Peak, and now pass up through the middle. Directed deep. No icing as the puck comes around behind the net on the stick of Romanov. Dobson up the near side for Siplikov. Down into the right wing corner. Peak gets position against Nelson. Got a 3-point night going, does Nelson. Siplikov looking to center. Marchand there to break that up. Lindholm moving ahead from just inside the red line. Backhands it down the left wing wall. Sorokin out to play it. Pasternak takes it off the far boards. Backhands it back to Carlo. His shot gets blocked and kicks all the way out through neutral ice. Dealt across from Lindholm to Wotherspoon. Lindholm was headed off as part of a change. Wotherspoon on the near side boards. Dumps one in towards Sorokin, who gloves it out of the air and hangs on to it with Frederick standing right in front of it.
Bruins just looking at, I mean, just clean up a couple areas. They've been pretty reliable defensively and with the puck here under Joe Sacco the first 3 games that they've played. And tonight's a bit of a different story.
Bruins had only given up, and we talked about, they'd only scored 3 goals in the 3 games under Joe Sacco. They'd only given up 3 goals in 3 games as well.
Got some double shifting going on by Pasternak right now. He's been out there a lot this period.
Puck will be played up and out of the Islanders zone. Coming up the right side was Engvall trying to get it deep, and Lori cut that off. Frederick hangs it off the boards for Coyle. Too many men.
Too many men.
Jumped over the boards and then realized it and jumped back over the boards, and still no penalties called in this game. Pasternak's questioning the linesman as he walks onto the bench.
Too many men.
Here's Koepke taking a shot, and that one.
If you hop on the ice, you got a man going for a line change. The guy hops on for him. The guy that's going off on the change is still involved in the play,
right,
breaking up a pass that the Bruins just make. Even if the guy hops right back off the ice, it's too many men.
And the referees,
I don't mind them putting the whistle away.
Talking to Pasternak right now.
I know, but I don't understand the reasoning there.
No, that's pretty clear cut. Right off the face-off, it comes back to Carlo. Wotherspoon back over to Carlo. His shot, cradled against his body by Sorokin. Another face-off in the offensive zone coming up. Twitching over there, partner.
What's that?
You're twitching over there. You looking for that shot to be low again, I'm guessing.
No, I mean, nobody's able to rotate to the front of the net. You know, you're counting as a defenseman on them getting to the front. They're near it. But Sorokin has a good look at it.
Backhanded behind the net here by Beecher. Around the near boards it'll come. Kastelik able to take his man out. Koepke sends it hard around the boards. Carlo racing over to keep it into the blue line. Koepke out of the right wing corner. Mayfield trying to stay right with him. Islanders win the puck back. Pinching down along the near boards. Wotherspoon gets some backup from Kastelik along the near wall. The Islanders will come away with it. Martin inside the Boston blue line with a long shot, sticked away by Korpisalo. Off the far boards it came to Beecher. An angle one ahead for Kastelik, but he was being held away from it by McLean. Islanders will come back. Long shot Dobson. Long rebound off Korpisalo, and the rebound gets thrown back his way. But Pajot's shot gloved for the whistle.
He's redirecting it the other way, but ended up redirecting out into the circle that time. So Korpisalo's got to get moved back to his right. And the Bruins give up the blue line because they were making a line change. He's in position to make that second save.
Face off to his right. 13 saves on 16 Islanders shots tonight so far for Korpisalo. Make it 14 out of 17. They just added one. Long wait for the drop of the puck. Islanders control it. Thrown back toward the net and wide. It'll come around near side.
Late reaction by Korpisalo. Didn't see it.
Dobson goes in behind the net. Moves it off for Horvat. Coming back in behind it. Finds Andrew Peak. Played it up the boards, but not out. Pajot gave it back to Peak, and Peak will clear it out. Neutral ice. Kiki keeps it moving forward. Pasternak able to slip away from a Dobson check, but Islanders will come away with a puck at a 3-on-2 here as they come forward. Pajot got it back across to Horvat, and Korpisalo sliding to his right to deny.
Yeah, it's pretty well executed. It's a 3-on-2. You've got Bruins hustling to get back in a position. I think Zacha was the guy that's hustling all the way back on this play. You got Peak as the right defenseman, Zadorov is the left defenseman, and it's a give and go. They pass across ice into the right circle, and then back over to the left circle, and Horvat looked like he put that puck off the side of the net, maybe the outside of the post, side of the net area, trying to go short side. Yeah, I don't think.
Pollock throws one to the net. Kicked away Korpisalo. Now it's Siplikov. Backhanding it in behind the net. Centering pass denied by McAvoy. Nelson's got it right back behind the net. Moves it toward Palmieri. Just north of the hash marks. Palmieri shadowed by Lindholm. Siplikov now with the right circle. Takes a look around. Sends one in front. Palmieri was there, but so was Korpisalo. Bruins move it out. Marchand can't catch up with it. Pollock back onto it for the Islanders with 15:38 to go in a tie game. Palmieri gets it deep. Korpisalo backhands it toward Lohrei for Brazo. Deflected ahead to Marchand. From just inside the red line, he sends it in and goes off for a change. Islanders deep in their own zone. Pass out into the neutral ice. It's bogged down near the Boston line. It's Coyle off the near boards to get it past Mayfield, but turned back toward the near side by Cholowski. Into the middle. They come in onside. Zizekas on the far boards. Shot one around behind the net. Dobson sent it over to the far side. Cholowski moved it back down the wall. Johnson poked it free. Coyle reaching for it. Now it'll come toward the near side. Wotherspoon trying to hold off Zizekas. Back out of the corner for Dobson. Back of the blue line. A shot. Blocker save Korpisalo. Long rebound off the far boards. Sent to the blue line, but not out by Johnson. Wrapped back in deep. Wotherspoon chopped it up into the air against Dobson, but it stays in the zone. And Dobson will play it down into the right wing corner.
There hasn't been a lot of this, but now you get an extended shift in your zone.
Lee got it back to Dobson over to the far side. Back to Dobson quickly on the right point. Now to Lee. Behind the net, Johnson able to win it back. Carlo moves it up the wall for Coyle. Pass ahead for Frederick. Tapped it around Romanov, and that's going to go for an icing.
They got to stay.
So they won't
It's a
get
good
the
shift
change.
by the Islanders. Really nothing through to Korpisalo on that. But now you got fresh bodies coming out on the ice. The line that has all 3 goals, the Brock Nelson line.
So it's Coyle, Frederick, and Johnson with Carlo and Wotherspoon.
Well, they were out there. Siplikov tried to go back door there to Palmieri.
They saw far circle down to our right. Coyle played it back toward the corner. Siplikov there. Coyle gets a body between him and the puck. Johnson gets it to the blue line, but not out.
Picked
Good
it out
play
of
to
the air.
keep
They
in
picked
by
it out of the
Pollock.
air.
Puck comes through the air off the top of the glass near side. Stays in play. Coyle will bang it off the near boards and up and out. It goes into the penalty box. And so the faceoff will come back in Boston territory, but they'll get the change and we'll get a break. 13:42 to go here in the third period. It's the Bruins 3 and the Islanders 3 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, just the socks. Thanks.
Great. Name, birthday, email address, shipping address, billing address. How many fire hydrants do you see? How'd you hear about us? Can we text you?
Forget it.
If your online store doesn't use Shopify for checkout, your customers will just, well, check out. Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. That means fewer abandoned carts and more for your business. So switch to Shopify at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline, turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Fans, sign up for the Bruins Authentics newsletter. Be the first to know when new Bruins game-used, team-issued, and team stock memorabilia is released. Visit bostonbruins.com/newsletter and sign up now. Bruins and Islanders tied up at 3 here in the third period. 13:42 to go. Face-off win in the defensive zone. Beecher gets the outlet pass, plays it up the left wing. Pasternak will give chase down into the corner. Zacha comes in there after it as well. It comes behind the net. Pollock right there for the Islanders and out to the neutral zone. He plays it right back ahead for Zacha. Zacha finds Pasternak near the center circle. Kicked it into the Islanders zone. Now giving chases. Pollock goes in behind the Islander net. Puck jumped up into the air. Pasternak trying to glove it down, but Pollock able to regain. Move toward the far circle. Pajot will backhand it through the neutral ice and bouncing down just inside the Boston line. Horvat peeled away from Zadorov. Along the near board, Zadorov able to get back in position and steer it out of the zone. Brazo on into the Islanders zone. Runs Pajot to the board's far side, but New York has the puck. 12:40 to play in a tie game. From his own zone, Romanov will play it up the far side. Nelson didn't get a piece of it. That's going to be an icing against New York. They're going to argue.
Yep. Siplikov thought that puck was coming around the boards and he would be there first.
Like that play we saw the other night with Pasternak, right? An offensive zone face-off here for Elias Lindholm. Our circle down to our left. It's a warning. And the Islanders win the draw as Nelson pulled it back toward the end boards. Around to Siplikov it comes. Jumped past him. Lohrei at the blue line to try to keep in. Gets past him. And Brazeau gives back for McAvoy. Around the red line. Charlie going to dump it deep. Sorokin steered it back around the far side. Islanders looking long for Siplikov, who was cheating down toward the Boston blue line. But that puck goes past him and another icing.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
This is the first time the Bruins have played back-to-back games this season on 2 straight days. What's the fatigue factor like in the third period?
It's not. I don't think the back-to-back is too crazy. It's the 3 and 4, the 4 and 6, those type of things. Yeah. The 4 and 7. I think that catches up with you a little bit more than maybe the back-to-back. But, you're starting to get into the meat of the season, right? You're over 20 games now. Some guys play a lot of minutes. That's why it's important, you want to use everybody. You're not going to use everybody the same amount of time, but you want to use everybody.
Right.
And you've been able to do that tonight because you haven't had the penalties.
Pasternak sending one across ice, looking for Geekie, taken away, and Palmieri brings the Islanders back. He's 1-on-4. As the Islanders changing behind the play, gets rubbed out of it. Wotherspoon will deal it ahead for Pasternak, bringing out to the red line. Backhands it towards Sorokin, who sets it up for George. Quickly ahead for Pajot. Back across the ice it comes, and Mayfield's pass deflected, but gets into the Boston zone on the stick of Horvat. Zadorov in the near corner. Tangled with Lee. Zadorov hits the deck. Lee to Pajot at the bottom of the circle. Back to Lee at the back of the net. Islander captain sends it off the far boards. Cholowski moving it along the far circle. Kastelik with a poke check frees up that puck. Here comes Horvat with a drive and the save by Korpisalo.
Yeah, Horvat went out high into the high slot that time to get himself open. But these shifts will wear you down.
Here's Horvat, a centering pass for Pajot. That one gets through and goes all the way back to New York's end. Bruins will get a change here with 10:45 to go. Tied at 3. Cholowski. Looking ahead to Holmstrom. Holmstrom to get around McAvoy at the side of the net. Engvall sending one in between Holmstrom and Dobson. Back into New York end it goes again. 10:25 to go. Dobson pass up the right side for Pierre Engvall. Lost it at the Boston line to Frederick. McAvoy sends it up the far side. Pasternak peels back from the Islander blue line. He was headed off on a change. He dumps it in. Frederick gets to it first in the left wing corner. And then he gets knocked down to a knee by Dobson. Elias Lindholm, Frederick, and now back to the point for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon throws one toward the front. That one blocked by Holmstrom. Siplikov will start up ice and lift it toward Jonas Korpisalo. In the near corner, Carlo moved it, and Marchand gets it out of the zone to Lindholm, coming up the middle. Heels off to the right side for Brazeau, throws one toward the front of the net. Easily steered away by Sorokin. Siplikov now back in the neutral ice for New York. At 9:33 to go. Pass across ice, found by Brock Nelson. He tried to go down the right circle. He lost it, and Marchand brings it back the other way. Plays it around Mayfield. Gets in after it against Cholowski.
Cholowski a little late getting over there.
Pasternak got it back to the point. A shot, they score! Shot by Peak gets redirected in front. Zacha, I think, got it. And the Bruins have a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, so Marchand, he's one-on-one with Mayfield there. It's a soft chip down the boards. Mayfield runs a little interference, but Cholowski was a little slow getting to that puck, and it ends up being a one-on-one battle. The Bruins pry that puck free, and David Pasternak is going to rotate it back, and Andrew Peach is going to get this shot through, and that's good traffic in front. Pavel Zacha gets the tip as he's covered in front by Cholowski. It's a good shot. It's a one-timer by Peak because he's got that traffic there. You got Mayfield, Cholowski, Zacha, and the tip.
Pavel Zacha breaks a 6-game pointless streak with an assist earlier tonight and now gets a goal as well, his 4th of the season. And the Bruins with 9 minutes to go into the lead.
Marchand won't get a point on that, but he makes a lot of that play.
Puck comes deep into Boston territory here. Peak steered it up the wall. Pajot keeps it alive, moves it to Horvat. His shot gets smothered as the Bruins collapse down in front of the house there and get it out of his zone. Chasing back toward his own end is George. Takes a hit from Frederick, moves it around toward the far side. Islanders coming forward with Wahlstrom to the near boards. He's knocked down by Coyle. Puck came around the net for Martin, trying to get it in front. Instead, back to Martin, and now back along the blue line. Romanov coming toward the near wall. They'll play it down into the corner. It'll pivot back for Wahlstrom. Fires from a wide angle. And the Bruins play that away. Beecher knocked to a knee, still able to backhand it out of the zone. 8 minutes to go here in regulation. 4-3 Boston. Islanders changing here, taking their time in their own zone as they do it. Dobson to Cizikas. Head to the Boston line. Wotherspoon took a hack at it. Now he'll backhand it behind the net. Carlo keeps it moving. Lindholm looks over his shoulder, floats one into neutral ice. Brazeau trying to spring Marchand into the attack zone. Holmstrom able to pivot back toward the far boards with it. The Islanders step forward. Just inside the Boston line, Engvall. Steered into the boards by Wotherspoon. Bullock pinching down along the far boards, but Carlo will take away. He sends it up the far wing. That's going to go for an icing.
Take something off of that one. That's, you got Marchand breaking. He's looking for a line change anyhow, but a little softer with that one by Carlo. Great idea. But now you got to stay on the ice here, extended shift.
Peak and Pasternak pick up the assists. Pasternak's second point of the night.
Mayfield kind of wiped out Sorokin a little bit on that goal, just getting a good replay at it. It's twice he's kind of taken him off balance.
Position's hard enough without your own guys knocking you out of the way.
It doesn't take much. I mean, you're set, and there's a little bump there. And
Vorov in his own zone here for the Bruins. Try to play it behind the net for Wotherspoon. It gets taken away. Nelson goes down. Crowd looking for a penalty.
It could have been a trip.
There will be none. And the Bruins will start out of the zone here with Pasternak backhanding one into the air, into the Islanders zone. He's down toward Zacha. Zadorov sweeps it toward Pasternak in the left wing corner. A centering pass. Score! Zacha on the backhand. Back-to-back goals for Pavel Zacha. It's 5-3.
Yeah, Zacha going to the net here, and he's going to get a nice little pass from Pasternak. He's going to keep this puck alive and to strip the puck down low from Romanov and then make this backhand pass. So when you beat one guy, right, Romanov gets beat here, that's going to draw a second guy to you. That's Dobson. Somebody's going to be open, and before Brock Nelson can come down and cover up for the mistakes made down low, that puck's in the back of the net from Zacha on the backhand, point blank.
We played a soundbite in the pregame show tonight. Charlie McAvoy, he said, at some point the dam's going to break. 5 goals. 6.5 minutes to go and a 2-goal lead here on the road.
We're going to close it out. But you've had some extended shifts inside your zone, but when you've been down, you've made some good plays in that offensive end, and it's been the Bruins' high-end guys who have done it. I know Zacha on the board, but Marchand,
there's
Pasternak, and those guys have made some high-end plays here, and Zacha gets on the board with a couple.
McAvoy able to break up a Horvat centering pass. Palmieri's got it back into the attack zone here for the Islanders. A little give and go, took the shot. Save made. Korpisalo had dropped his stick. He gets it back as the Bruins look to clear the puck, and they will. Beecher and Pasternak combining to get that out of the zone. Off the near boards, it'll go behind Horvat into the Boston zone. But the Islanders going for a change with 5:42 to go. Pasternak comes out from his own zone, dumps it in from the red line. All the way around the boards it comes. Kastelik forced it back in behind the Islander net. Right up the far boards and lifted out here by McLean. Wotherspoon back to get it for the Bruins. Off the back wall and on to Peak. Peak under pressure will push it up out into the neutral ice. Beecher kept it moving forward. Islanders will get right back in as Wahlstrom has it knocked off his stick by Kastelik. 5:10 to go as the puck comes careening around the top of the dasher. Takes a funny hop into the air. Wahlstrom moving it toward the side of the net, goes in behind. Martin now has it on his stick in the right wing corner. Back toward the point, a bouncing puck settled by Mayfield. Shot in front, and that's blocked by Peak. He's trying to shake that one off as Wotherspoon gets it cleared. Marchand chasing up ice, and they're going to say that one just made it far enough for an icing.
And they let Peak make the line change here. He's shaken up. He looks like he's going to stay. The sailing shot. There's been a couple of defensemen blocking shots that have gone to the bench a little gingerly. Yeah, they are going to let Peak make that line change for the injury.
We saw Brazo block one earlier off the hand. Had to get looked at over on the bench, but came back quickly. Net empty down the Islanders' end here. 4:49 to go.
That's
Patrick Waugh rolls the dice.
He's the guy that started the trend when he was in Colorado.
Right.
Pulling the goalies early, not trying to pull in the goalie, but
there's a left circle. Centering pass comes right through the crease. It'll come all the way back to Dobson at the near point. Islanders get set up here with Palmieri at the left circle. 6-on-5 manpower advantage for New York. Dobson on the right circle. Horvat right along the hash marks. Deals it in behind the net off the backboards to Palmieri on the far side. But the Bruins able to respond quickly enough. Wotherspoon will lift it out of the zone. That's going to go for an icing as it goes well wide of the empty net.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it gives you, same guys have to stay on the ice, yes, but it gives you a little bit of a breather here.
Guys who are on the ice are Wotherspoon and Zadorov, Kastelik, Brazo, and Marchand. Face off to the right of Korpisalo. Kastelik wins it, but the Islanders able to win it back. Dobson from the right point. Pass gets through Horvat. We have a whistle and a penalty. The first of the night, and now Zadorov gets into it with Anders Lee behind the Bruins net, and everyone's going to gather in there. But with 4:10 to go, we're about to see the first power play of the game. It appears like it's going to be the Islanders who get it.
56 minutes, almost 56 minutes without a penalty on either team. And Zadorov, I don't know if he's just frustrated at himself or thought that Anders Lee took a bit of a dive there.
It's a cross-checking minor. So the Islanders to the power play when we come back. 4:10 to go in regulation. Bruins 5 and the Islanders 3.
Anders Lee's a pretty strong guy. He went down very easily.
Here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
I was running until I wasn't. My hospital stay would have cost nearly $48,000, even with insurance. But with VA, I'll pay $0. And VA is the best, most affordable healthcare in America for veterans like me. Knowing that my family is waiting at home and a surprise medical bill isn't, that's good for my heart. My service was then, my benefits are now. Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov.
Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Bruins shorthanded for the first time tonight with 4:10 to go. They lead 5-3. Islanders, who have the second worst power play in the league statistically, get a chance here.
Anders Lee is 6'3", 220, and known for how hard he is to move out of the front of the net. He collapsed like in a little accordion there.
Zadorov's a little bit bigger than he is, but not that much.
That was not that hard. That cross-check happens all the time in front of the net.
Bruins get a quick clear here, so 4 minutes to go.
It wasn't a...
Here's Horvat sending one across ice. Sorokin headed to the bench. It's 6-on-4, but Coyle a takeaway. Throws it wide of the empty net from his own blue line. Just missed. Islanders with the puck back in their own zone. 1:27 to go on the Zadorov cross-checking penalty. Up into the red line and dumped in by Dobson. Ricocheting around behind the net. Carlo able to poke it free. Marchand will throw it all the way down ice, and that goes wide of the empty net as well. No penalty because they're shorthanded. Brought up and out of the defensive zone here by Palmieri. He'll carry it all the way to the Boston line. Hands off to Lee, right wing side. Here's Marchand to take away, but Holmstrom able to win it back. Now a battle for possession along the far boards. Palmieri will spin it around behind the Bruins net. Under 3 minutes to go. Nelson into the middle for Dobson. Dobson walks it toward the near boards. Heels it down low to Lee. Back to Nelson. Over for Dobson. A one-timer redirected in front and off into the near corner. Now Lee banging away at the near post, trying to stuff one in. Dobson gets it set up for Horvat. A one-timer from the far circle, and the glove save that time by Korpisalo.
Maybe Korpisalo's best of the night. Horvat can bring it, and he likes being right in that spot there. He gets that little pass from the left wing circle, and he's going to load up on the one-timer. And a good glove save there made by Korpisalo. Bruins had a couple chances at the empty net. I think Coyle the best one, right? I mean, he's got a clean line of sight, and even though he's at his own blue line, or just inside the own blue line, that's one that he wishes he had back.
Didn't miss it by much. Just wide of that far post. Here's Dobson at the far point for the Islanders.
Horvat again, same spot.
Get wide. Nelson back up top. Dobson. They try to set up for Horvat. Knocked away by Elias Lindholm. Lindholm trying to get it cleared, and he was trying to get Coyle ahead for the empty net. Instead, Bruins back on the defensive here as Nelson moves it high slot. His shot gets blocked by McAvoy. Lindholm a chance to clear. He does. Zadorov's out of the box. He's going to beat everyone to the loose puck and slam dunks a backhander into the empty net for his first Bruins goal. And it makes it 6-3 Boston with 2:02 to go.
Oh, that's a good break for you, huh? Go from kind of goat to...
Had a bad call against you?
Well, yeah, but you had a couple of rough moments there, and in the second period, but good timing. You hop on the ice, no icing, and
2-point night for Zadorov, who assisted on the Zaka's second goal earlier in this period. So a 6-goal burst here for the Bruins on Long Island. Under 2 minutes to go. They lead by 3.
Adams had a couple good looks off the stick of Horvat, but that was about it. I mean, Lee tried to take one strong to the net from below the goal line.
36 goals given up in the third period by the Islanders in 23 games this year. Worst in the league. Bruins have done some damage here. Beecher backhanding it toward the blue line, but not out. It'll be thrown back across ice by Wahlstrom.
It wasn't like the Bruins dominated them, though, in this period. No, not at all, right?
Bouncing puck comes back into Islander territory. No, but they, you know what? When they got their scoring chances, they cashed them in, which we haven't seen a whole lot of lately. Zaka with 2 goals. Good to see him get going. Pasternak Has 3 assists on the night. Played back into the neutral zone here for Brazo. Got a piece of it, so it won't be an icing. Back toward the Boston zone here by Siplikov. Down deep it comes. Martin and Carlo jousting. Carlo able to reach in and win that puck back. Mayfield kept it alive at the blue line. Threw it in front. Siplikov was there, but so was Wotherspoon. Parker knocked to a knee, gets back up, plays behind the net for Carlo. We're down to 25 seconds to go. Frederick lifting it out of the Boston zone. So Bruins are going to come on the road here on the back end of a back-to-back and get out of their scoring slump. Skate away with what will be a 6-3 win as the final seconds tick off. Kastelik will play it in behind the New York net. So certainly one that the Bruins can build on. We've said it a number of times this year, wasn't perfect, but they get the job done here on the road. 6-3 the final. Back with a recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, or powerful Ridgeline. Turn your dream Honda into reality during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Passport and a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
It's been a long time. The Tortured Poets Department, the anthology on CD and vinyl, and the official Eras Tour book available at Target starting November 29th.
Only at Target.
Introducing Instagram teen accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet?
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram teen accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Black Friday sale, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery when you add a base. And Cyber Monday. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey guys, don't take my word that Blue Chew can get things going in the bedroom. Take hers. And hers. And hers.
Oh, yeah.
Go to BlueChew.com right now and meet online with a licensed medical provider. If you qualify, Blue Chew will give you a free month's supply of chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis for just $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and use the promo code YES for this amazing deal. Got it? Get it. BlueChew.com, promo code YES.
Prescriptions, copays, lab tests. Even with insurance, healthcare can cost thousands every year. But not for me, because I'm enrolled in VA Healthcare. My service was then. My benefits are now. Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov.
Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
Coming up short, we've got you covered. With Navigant Credit Union's overdraft privilege program, you can take charge of your finances with reduced fees. Just another perk of being an owner. Join Navigant Credit Union today, federally insured by NCUA.
You have year-end goals. Constant Contact has what it takes to help you meet them faster. Sell more, raise more, and build real relationships with your audience with Constant Contact's digital marketing tools. Put the go in all your 2024 goals with email, social, SMS, and customized marketing campaigns built for you in just a few clicks. Now through December 4th, get 40% off any Constant Contact marketing plan for 3 months. Ready, set, go to ConstantContact.com and get started today.
You can help an old lady get across the street, save somebody from choking when they're out to eat. But there's one thing that'll help you the most. It's giving blood while you relax and read the Morning Post. Good karma by the pint. Give blood. Donate blood and then you just might save 3 people's lives and get a season's worth of good vibes.
Visit Rhode Island Blood Center to get your Good Karma by the pint.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Here's Lindholm getting it to Marchand, who scores on the one-timer. Dorov with a long pass ahead. Brazo can't find the handle. Coming to the net. Marchand does, and he scores. And the captain's already got 2. Bruins victorious here on the road, 6-3 over the New York Islanders. The man who scored the first 2 goals of the night joins us now downstairs, Captain Brad Marchand. Marshy, we talked, before the game with Joe Sacco about